Let's read the translation first. You can translate? This is the bhajan when Srila Prabhupada wrote. Who will be translating? This is the bhajan which Srila Prabhupada wrote when he was going to America. यो भजन प्रभुपादजी लेख्नु भयो जब अमेरिका बेलामा जाने बेलामा लेख्नु भयो जलदूतमा जब वहाँको दुई हार्ट अट्याक भएको छ यो भएपछि फेरि प्रभुपादजी यो भजन लेखेको छ after he got 2 heart attacks. And we will start with this wonderful poem we wrote for Srila Prabhupada. Bhakti resided in your heart like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God. Through angry ocean had to cross, 2 times got heart attack. So personally, Supreme Lord, your heart had to protect. So even single drop of nectar may never outspill. The ocean calm became and still by Lord Shri Krishna's will. By distributing nectar wide, you relieved the earth from the pain. You saved so many fallen souls who were living lives in vain. You helped us, Lord Radha Govinda meet, Radha Govinda Hari meet. And to you is our tribute. Let planet Earth embrace your feet and offer you salute. So we are actually saluting Srila Prabhupada today for what he had done to this world. हामीहरु किन Srila Prabhupadaजीलाई सलाम गर्दैछौँ किनकि वो पूरा संसारलाई बचाएको कसरी बचाएको आज हामीहरु कुरा गर्दैछौँ. यदि हामीहरु यो कुरा बुझौँ भने बुझ्नु भएपछि फेरि हाम्रो हृदयमा भक्ति प्राप्त हुन्छ ग्यारेन्टी. यो नबुझेर भक्ति कहिले पनि हुँदैन. If you will not understand the simple principle that Guru Bhakti and gratitude to Guru and affection to Guru, we will never get affection for Krishna, never. This is a Shastra Pramana. So spiritual life starts with the gratitude and humility. So we are offering the prayer. And Srila Prabhupada actually, before he went to America, he was alone, old man. Other day we discussed with you. हामी अस्ति कुरा गऱ्यौँ नि प्रभुपादजी एक्लै हुनुहुन्थ्यो नि उहाँसँग पनि 40 रुपैयाँ मात्रै थियो केही पनि थिएन उहाँ साथी पनि थिएन त्यो पनि बुढो मान्छे ल 70 वर्ष उमेर. He was old man. You try to understand. You put yourself in that position. He was old man with no money. Now it's very easy. Now we are seeing all facilities and super pooper COVID-19 reminders, out of flowers. Everything is super. अहिले त एकदम राम्रो एकदम पुरा सुविधा व्यवस्था बनाएको छ हामीहरुलाई. तर त्यो बेलामा प्रभुपादजीसँग केही पनि थिएन एकदम केही पनि थिएन. Srila Prabhupada had only 2 trunks of books. He had order of spiritual master and the full faith and holy name. This 3 arsenal, this was his military arsenal. He had only 3 weapons. Books, Shastra, Chindanti Shastrani. He had only books, which he actually manifested himself out of heart. He had the full faith in the order of spiritual master. He had full faith in spiritual master order. And Srila Prabhupada had holy name. That's all. Srila Prabhupada. You see? It's easy to give class. It's easy to be Pandit. Right? One time Srila Prabhupada, he was sitting with his disciples and god brothers. Not god brothers, this is actually senior sannyasis, disciples. And somebody glorified Srila Prabhupada. You are such a great Sanskrit scholar, Prabhupada. So Prabhupada put his head very down. Actually, I am not. I am not very great scholar. Not indeed. My god brothers, they were much, much better than me. They were Sanskrit scholars. There are some, Ananta Vasudev, sannyasi, right hand of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. He was actually breathing in Sanskrit. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, now we're carrying all this mobile, computer technology, Google Mother. But when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, whenever he wanted to speak something, he just clicked their fingers. Shloka, Katha Upanishad, chapter 2, shloka number 5. Dun 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 dun. And okay, Padma Purana, such and such shloka. Okay, Bhagavad Purana, canto 6, Shloka number 25, chapter 5. Direct, he never even, oh yeah, Maharaj, one second, let me check. Such a Sanskrit scholars, Prabhupada said, they were unbelievable scholars. They were getting much more association of my Guru Maharaj. They were much close to my Guru Maharaj. Jai Shri Radha Govinda Hari. So, my God brothers, they got much more facilities than me. What did I have? But that's not important. Prabhupada said, that's not important. Why me? Prabhupada, that's a rhetorical question. He asked himself. Actually, Prabhupada asked himself a question. Rhetorical question. Why me? And then Prabhupada answering himself the question. Because I had full faith in the words of my Guru Maharaj. I have full faith. That is the price. That is the actually secret of success. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. Full faith. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains, those who have full unflinching faith in the order of spiritual master, then nothing is impossible for him. Gagan nahi sima nahi ho. Yasya, once Srila Prabhupada asked his sannyasis, disciples, what is the most important shloka in all scriptures? The most important shloka. Well, Sarvadharman Parityaja, Atak Sri Krishna Namadina Bhavid Grahimindriyai. So many shlokas. Prabhupada said, yes, very man mana bhavam bhakta. Everything very important, but not the most important. So everybody became stunned, what shloka Prabhupada mean? And Prabhupada said, Yasya deve tatha gurau, tasyeti kathina hyartah prakasante mahatmanaha. Those who have unflinching faith in Krishna and spiritual master. For such a person, everything will be revealed. Nowadays became very fashionable. Oh no, Prabhupada didn't give us everything. We are not Krishna Das. We are Radha Dasi. We are super Radha Dasi only. This is all bogus. ISKCON didn't give us everything. Misguiding us, ISKCON. We are Radha Dasis. We know that. Every morning we are chanting. Please, Tulsi Maharani. Ei Nivedana Dharo Sakhir Anugata Koro. Make us the companion of Radharani. Please give us that service, Sakhi Bhav. But this is not the public program. Not at all. Shukadeva Goswami in Srimad Bhagavatam, he never spoke once Radharani's name. Once. Only once indirectly he was trying to pronounce that very secret, very pure name. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came to this world, was the mission. And he said, Bhajo Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Koro Krishna Shiksha, not Radha Shiksha. Very important. Because nowadays became so cheap. With cigarettes in their hands, people moving in many places, Radhe, 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 very dangerous. So Srila Prabhupada was very strict. First deserve, then desire. For some few people, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Roy, so many very circle and associates. He did discuss about Radha Bhav. But all these books, written by Goswamis, very secret books. Not yet. We definitely have to read them. But for general public, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Koro Krishna Shiksha. Yasya Devet, Yare Dehatare Kaha, Krishna Upadesha. So you go and tell to everyone about Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hey. Rama Raghava, Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Pahi Mam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Rakshamam. He didn't go around and Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. And Krishna, he was Radha Dyuti Svalita Niyata Swarupam. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Radharani herself came. And when Radharani will be glorified, she will not like it. So therefore, Krishna movement, Krishna consciousness movement, it's not. But the most inner philosophy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presented, and we have to understand the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Similarly, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam, Stapitam Yena Bhutali, Soyam Rupa Kadamahyam. This is the mood of Rupa Goswami. And Srila Prabhupada understand, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they understand the mood of Guru Parampara. And Srila Prabhupada was able to understand Guru Manobhishta. He understands the mood of his spiritual master. And if you can understand the mood of spiritual master, then we can get chance to receive that valuable gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very important. Of course, we have to chant and worship Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And since we are International Society for Krishna Consciousness, established by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada never glorified himself, never. We can see many organizations, this Rishi Yoga Society, that sadhu, that 1108 Mahamandaleshwar, Mahapujaniya, Pagal Baba, they're putting their own names. In Kumbh Mela, I was many years, I've seen many organizations. Mahamandaleshwar, Jagat Guru, Maha Super Pupar, 1010. Pagal Baba. And at the end his name comes, Appa, now we are talking. Who is putting his name? But Srila Prabhupada put Krishna's name in front. No. In fact, many people coming, many people yesterday came, thousands and thousands. You aapka Guruji ho, you Guruji ho. They don't even know Prabhupada, many of them. Why? Because Prabhupada didn't advertise himself. Everybody knows this is like, oh, Hare Krishna, this is Ingraji Mandir. This is foreigner Mandir. Okay, let's see for who foreigner. They don't know Srila Prabhupada. Why? Because Prabhupada humbly never put his name in front. But now, this is the Dadati Pratigrihnati. Srila Prabhupada glorified Krishna all his life. And now, Krishna taking advantage and glorifying Srila Prabhupada. That's exchange between Bhakta and Bhagavan. So what's that glorification? What is the mood? Why Srila Prabhupada went to America? That's his mood. Right? Last thing before we start. Srila Prabhupada wants one personal secretary of Prabhupada. I was with him actually, very close, and we were walking Vrajmandal Parikrama. And for 1 month, he was sharing with me many stories of Srila Prabhupada. And one time he said, we were sitting actually with Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, one time, my god brothers, they invited me for a big conference. All god brothers. And they told me, they gave me an official invitation letter to ISKCON, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. You have to attend this conference. Oh, Vaishnava Sabha. So you have to attend that. And we're going to plan how to preach mission of Gauranga Mahaprabhu all over the world. We have 12 representatives from all mats. And ISKCON can send one. Srila Prabhupada said, oh, very nice. Write them back. One condition only. I'll come, but one condition. 11 representatives from ISKCON and 1 from Gaudiya Math. Why? Because we're already doing this. We're just planning there and we are already doing this. All over the world, that time. We're already doing this in nook and corner. From Japan to Canada and America and Europe, and devotees, they sacrificing their lives. Balidan, Swaha, they give their lives. And you still planning. You plan. Very nice. With good respect. But 11 representatives from nook and corners of the world we will send, and you can send one for India. Very important. This is not challenging, this is practical. Because Prabhupada says in commentary, Prabhupada says in first canto, chapter number 4, text number 1. By glorifying Acharyas, he said, we have to present absolute truths with realization. And realization means not to minimize previous acharyas, not to screw out your own meaning, not to change the text, not to speculate, and not to present your new meanings yourself, but to keep things in order. But to present the philosophy in such a way which can be suitable according to time, place, and circumstances for general public. Based on your experience. That's realization, without minimizing previous acharyas. So it's very interesting how Prabhupada was able to go to Russia for 3 days only. My dear devotees, try to imagine, just imagine. Shyam Sundar Prabhu was sharing with me in Mumbai. We had Cross Maidan program. Shyam Sundar, who went with Srila Prabhupada And he had the only one camera. Was luckily he took his one camera, not like the mobile telephone. Was Srila Prabhupada? Not like that. He didn't have the mood like that. But it was very simple Kodak camera like this, with just few slides remaining there only, not many. This 35 Kodak film, and sometimes all files were useless, but only 2-3 remains. I remember, I was photographer before. And then all of a sudden the cover opened, and all slides, light went inside, spoiled. So he said, only 3 shots remains from Srila Prabhupada's visit to Russia. 3. When Prabhupada walking in Red Square, when he's standing near to this church, Vasily Blazherny Church. Remember this church? The only church. When we went with our Russian, Nepali leaders there, 12 devotees went other day, last year, to Moscow, and everybody stand in front of the church and make my photo. Everybody took that, and it was very, very historical. We did kirtan in Red Square with Nepali Gorkhas. Srila Prabhupada must be very proud. But that time we came and our visas were arranged and money paid and everything was done. Automatically we went like paneer in sabji, like gulab jamun in syrup. We were just enjoying our trip. Prabhupada came and he had to sit for 3 days in hotel because government didn't allow him to come out. So Shyam Sundar, he grabbed one guy on the street and brought him, Anatoly. Do you want to see Guru? Guru? Я не понимаю по-русски, по-английски. Что вы говорите? Что вы говорите? Я не понимаю, что вы говорите. What are you talking? I don't understand English. He didn't know English properly. Thank you. How are you? Very broken English he knew. Very, very. But he still brought him. And for 3 days, Prabhupada downloaded all philosophy of our parampara. Downloaded. And on the top put stamp. Boom. Initiation. He gave initiation to one guy in Russia. And that also completely illiterate. No Bhakti Shastri, no 4 principles, nothing. Because that was the only hope for Prabhupada. So Prabhupada put all his power station energy. And this Anatoly, what happened to me? He didn't understand. He got full battery charge overload, And he came out from the room. Very dangerous Swamiji. He didn't understand because he became instrument in the hands of Krishna. Actually, nimittamatta. To become instrument of Supreme Personality of Godhead, no need to know nayamatma balahine nalabhya namidhaya na bahunam shrutena, my dear devotees. No need to do tapasya. Rahu ganaitat tapasanayati nachajjayanirvapanad grihadva nachandasanirvajalagni suryir vina mahat padarajobhishekam. Until we can get dust from lotus feet of Vaishnava, pure devotee. Niskinchananam navrinita yavad. Padarajo Abhishekam, Niskinchananam Navrinita Yavat. Prahlad Maharaj says we have to do Abhishekam with the dust of lotus feet of Vaishnavas. Then only Krishna can choose you and can notice you. And that's what he did. He chose an Anatoly. And can you imagine? He gave also one condition. Swamiji, I will preach Bhagavad Gita, but one condition. I want to get married with Bideshi Larki. I want some foreigner girl as a wife. Can you give me? Because that time, you don't understand. That time was iron curtain. Like we have this curtain. Falam ko parda. I never saw even one item from the West till I was 16. Never. Everything made in Russia. Boom. Stamp. SSSR, USSR, stamp. Boom. Anything you use, it must be from USSR. Otherwise, you are corrupted spy of the foreign capitalists. Nothing. And anything people used to bring secretly, jeans, Lee Cooper company, secretly. And later on, KGB police, they will declare, in Russia there are 3 most dangerous things for communist regime. 3 most dangerous things. Pepsi Cola, jeans, Lee Cooper, and Hare Krishna movement. Officially they declared, it's very dangerous. They will destroy our communism society. And we had only one party, Communist Party. And I was the member of that party, and I was communist. My father is Ugra, Bhishma Pitamaha communist. And I did my PhD in Capital and Lenin's works. I did my PhD. But according to Karl Marx and Lenin, he explained the definition of revolutionary situation. Quote unquote, Lenin. You see, we used to worship him. And in Russia we had, Октябрёнок, pioneer, communist, part leader. So like from childhood, like we small in Gurukula, we became Октябрёнок, means what's called? Octoberist. Because revolution happened in 1917, those who are following that path of parampara, they have to become Octoberists. And a special batch, Octoberists. We are so proud of being Octoberists. And children were instilled to become proud of Octoberists. And then you have to become Komsomolists. This is called then another bigger batch, even bigger than that. Boom. Now your next stage, Bhakti Shastri, PhD. No, PhD, Bhakti Vaibhava. And then you have to become pioneer. After that, after Octoberists, then pioneer. You have to wear the red scarf. No? Scarf? Scarf? Red one, like this. And there's particular way how to put it together, It's like, and behind should be pakka square, like corner, like this. It was all tradition. It was riti rivaj. It's just like a tradition they created. And then you come, pionеры, будьте готовы, всегда готовы. We're always ready to die for country. Just amazing, huh? And I was that. I was trained like that. And then we become party members. You must, otherwise you're out. You will not get job. You will not get. It's very difficult. Are you party member? Yeah, I am party member. So everybody compulsory have to be party member. And here Prabhupada comes, from nowhere. And Prabhupada bring philosophy about Krishna consciousness. And we never, ever in my life I heard name of Krishna. Never. And when I saw Krishna for the first time in one book, he looks like flower Krishna, with flute and big flowers. I said, oh, such a beautiful girl. I was thinking, said, this is God. One clever devotee, very smart, time, place and circumstances. He packaged everything in such a way, he gave me Bhagavad Gita. And he said, this is the book for military people, for commandos. And I was in military form. And he looked at me, took him 2.5 seconds to understand what to say to me. This is book for military people, for commandos. Are you VIP? You are a very intelligent man? Of course I am. I thought, I am VIP. No doubt about that. Then it's for me, give me. If it's for VIPs, it's for me, give me. And I took it. And when I came home, believe me or not, I just opened, what is it? Let me see what is this book. Because we don't tell this much, but I'll tell you, we get 2 educations and 1 diploma. I got red diploma. You don't know the system in Russia. Russia had blue diploma and red diploma. Red diploma means excellent diploma. All subjects must be A double plus. Must be. Then you can get red diploma. Only 1 subject allowed for you to have A. Not A plus A. Others all subjects must be A plus. Then you can get red diploma, and red diploma gives you option. You can choose your job, whatever you want, and government has to give you. So I chosen my destination because no army officer can do this. No one. Yes, sir. You have to go to Africa, Pakistan, Israel, anywhere. Whatever they will send you, you have to go. But only those who are red diploma holders, they can choose their job. And I choose my hometown. I want to go to my home. Okay, you have to go. You can go. And I went to my hometown, and when I came to hometown, the same very day when I came to army headquarters, and I went to some restaurant, and I found one man who didn't eat vegetarian. He was vegetarian. I said, what is this? And that was that time, one Srila Prabhupada's disciple, he came to my hometown city and was giving secretly lecture underground. And that, as if by chance, right? So when we came, and I went to restaurant, because that time we were doing martial arts and sports, and I was vegetarian already by that time. So I saw one guy didn't take meat, which was uncommon in Russia at that time. So I said, oh, apna manche, maybe he didn't take, he said, give me a soup, I don't want meat. And we had the tray system, you have to order, you can take like Swiss table, you have to choose what you want. So I was thinking, let me go and sit with this guy. So I went, excuse me, you didn't take meat, I also don't eat meat. Can I sit with you? And I put my tray, and we were about to start eating. And he looked at me very, very mystically. Do you know Vedas? I was thinking, very strange guy. I never even heard name Vedas. Srila Prabhupada came to Russia. He presented things in Sanskrit which we never heard about. We never saw Krishna. Can you imagine? No, I mean, you cannot imagine. Because from childhood, your names, Govinda, Keshav, Gopal, Narayan. We never even heard name of Krishna. And there is spiritual master came right now and giving lecture. You have to listen that lecture. And it was like, Akashvani, sound from the sky, you have to come. And I was saying, wow, that's cool, because I was spontaneous, man. Okay, let's go. We didn't even finish food. We jumped in the taxi. We came to that place, underground, secret, because that time still police and was, very dangerous, KGB. So we went and said, now you go, I am not going. Hey! And he just ran away. Anyway, that's another story. When I came, I was surprised to see all these pajama people, all these UFO aliens, with antennas. And it looks like completely like crazy place. But since I came, I thought, okay, let me listen. So when I heard first time this Bhagavad Gita, one book, it took for me 10 minutes to read one shloka, Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Wow, what a name, huh? So I was thinking, this is a real special VIP book. And I was reading this book to get sleep, to sleep. Because I was tired after army service. Used to come every morning, every evening at night. And I would sleep. No need sleeping pills. It was so boring for me. I never could get through. What is the meaning of this? All this. Later on, when I completed it took me 1 year to complete one book. But I was thinking, yeah, I'm VIP, I have to finish. So I finished, and then at the end I understand I'm real VIP. Very insignificant person. And then I was thinking, what a great man, Prabhupada. And he said, I want Bideshi girl, I want a foreigner girl as a wife. Then only I'll preach. See, there are several kinds of disciples. First disciple, he can understand Manobhishtam, Guru Manobhishta. He can understand the mood of Guru. And Guru never tells him what to do. Guru just thinks about this. Yes, Guru Maharaj, take. That's called full connection. It's not a question of geography. That's very rare. You can understand, okay, in this situation, my Guru Maharaj, what will do? And he'll do that. Because they're completely tuned. That's Guru Manobhishta, Shishya. Antaranga Shishya, not Bahiranga Shishya. Another category of disciple is you have to tell him what to do. I need glass of water. Yes, Guru Maharaj, yes. And he gives you water. Sometimes cold, not warm, but anyway, he gives. Third kind of disciple, you have to tell him and you have to show him how to do it. Can you bring me a glass of water, please? Yes, Guru Maharaj. And he, on the way to ashram, water. Why water? Water bhanda dudh ramro. Better than water is better milk. And better than milk is like kheer, sweet rice, because it's more nourishable. Yes, I'll do extra service to my Guru Maharaj. I'll bring kheer. And he, instead of water, bringing in sweet rice. Guru Maharaj, guess what? I brought rice for you. You fool, I need water to put tilak. Don't you understand? Because they're doing completely opposite what the Guru Maharaj wants. And fourth kind of disciple, you're telling him something to do. And then by the time you finish, he already run away. What to do? Guru Maharaj, can you tell me what should I do? Please give me some seva. Go for book distribution. Bad gas. Try again. Guru Maharaj, try again. Give me another order because bad gas. People, they want to hear the order what they want to hear. They don't want to hear what Guru wants. So Srila Prabhupada took this very difficult order. Today I was listening lecture of Prabhupada morning, and Prabhupada said, Krishna never told that preaching will be easy. Not at all. Arjuna, you relax in the AC room, drink some cold drink, and I'll fight for you. No, it will be very dangerous. Very dangerous. I never told you that it will be easy, but I told you I will be always by your side. That I promised. Name Bhakta Pranashyati. And at the end of the movie, Yatha Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatha Arjun Dhanurdhara, Vijay Bhavet Nitir Matir Mama. This is a Shritir Nitir Matir Mama. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. If you will be on the side of Krishna and do whatever he wants, and he doesn't want really always to eat gulab jamun and rasagula only and have nice fun. No. He's not only dancing rasalila. Sometimes he dharma kshetra kurukshetra. Sometimes he wants you to fight and take a risk, like Prabhupada did. We have to sometimes challenge. And Krishna consciousness, as we discussed many times, it's jumping without parachute from the cliff with closed eyes, which we never did before. I remember when we came to Nepal also, and I asked my Guru Maharaj and Mahavishnu Maharaj, what to do next? Can you guide us? And my Guru Maharaj said, well, I don't know. Even I didn't do it before. We just first time came. We just came. I don't know what to do. Really. How to do, I don't know. You find out yourself. And I remember that time he told me, we were sitting in Bagh Bazar. Okay, what you can do, make sure here, and he just wrote me the main names of the cities in Nepal. Make sure the temples will be in all those centers. Baglun, Pokhara, Butwal, Bhairav. I never even heard these names that time. What is this? For me it was like Kalakshar Bhas Barabar. What are names, huh? We never knew that so many people from nook and corner of 77 districts of Nepal will be here today to celebrate. We never knew. Prabhupada said, who knew that I will come from India to you? Who knew that Krishna will send all of you here? That's all Krishna's arrangements. He making us in nimitta. And who will be nimitta? Who will be simply following the order of Guru's Maharaj. Bhala na bhala matra seva kori. So, I want foreign girl. And Prabhupada said, no problem, I will provide for you. And here Srila Prabhupada flies to London. And I spoke personally in Omsk and other places also. This Mandakini Mataji, you maybe one day I will bring her because she promised I will come one day. Mandakini Mataji, she preached in Russia and devotees, in Omsk. We went with our leaders. There is one city called Omsk in Russia. City Om. So and she preaches there very nicely. She said, that time I was hippie. I didn't do Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, nothing. I just didn't know anything. But one day, devotees gave her Pujari Seva. She was doing Puja Seva. Can you imagine? One devotee in New York, he was sharing actually. Actually for many years, I was worshipping Jagannath. This first, Jagannath made by Shyam Sundar, first one. And he was worshipping, and then he said, Prabhupada. And then he asked another devotee, do you know who is this guy? After a long time doing puja, they asked him, who is this black guy with big eyes? Do you know him? Who is he? He was already doing puja so long time, but then he asked him, who is he? Can you tell me who we are doing puja? They didn't even know what, 4, 2, 3, 7, 4, who is he? They didn't know all this. This Rath Yatra, Jagannath Rath Yatra, organized by Jayananda Prabhu, Jayananda. Once Mukunda Maharaj was sharing this. Jayananda Prabhu, he was very serious. His enthusiasm was not like volcano. He was just very grave and very serious, but it was contagious. He was like bulldozer. And he was not very literate. One devotee was saying, whenever he used to give class about two things, Srila Prabhupada and Prasad. And I think, one devotee came to temple, first time. And he saw one person sweeping the road. And big Guru Puja Kirtan going on. Jaya Prabhu, Gurudev Hari, Shri Guru Charana, big Kirtan going on. And one man outside, cleaning garbage outside the temple. And collecting garbage in the dustbin. And hey, where is Hare Krishna temple? I want to meet with the president. Hey, go inside. And he said, oh, this Kirtan, go inside. And he went, Ravindra Sarup Prabhu. He went inside, go inside. And when he went inside, joined this Kirtan, first time. And then he said, okay, I want to meet your president. Okay, after Kirtan, after class, okay. And they want to meet president. And when he comes back and he sees that man who was sweeping, he was president, Jayananda Prabhu. Oh, this was the one. Oh, really, huh? And he didn't recognize him. And Jayananda Prabhu didn't know even how to chant Gayatri mantra, you know that? He didn't know. Prabhupada, okay, whatever you heard, you chant like that, whatever you want. Surprising, isn't it? Sometimes we are thinking, we have to speak Sanskrit, we have to create community, we have to become super pooper. It's not very important for Guru, by the way. It's not very much important for Guru. In fact, Snigdha, Guru Bhakti, Snigdha, Siddhara Swami, I was just reading other day commentary, Siddhara Swami explains in the commentary on the first canto, 118, Shloka, which glorifying Sutta Goswami. He says the Snigdha, Sutta Goswami, he has the Snigdha. And what is the Snigdha? This is a love. Snigdha means also oil, you know oil? You know oil? Like when doors are very annoying, you know. When you're in the ashram, sometimes everybody's sleeping and somebody comes late from Sankirtan. Everybody wake up. Very disturbing. So you have to put some oil. It's called, sneha. Put some oil. And when it's also oiling relationships. There is no big sound coming. It's very smooth. Relationship between guru and disciple, very smooth. So, snigdha. And he says actually, prayu snigdhasya shishyasya gura mukhya apyata. He says that actually, one who has a positive attachment and faith in Guru, he says, he has prema. He already got the prema, he says. You see? Because without the Guru Snidha, Guru Bhakti, you cannot get Krishna prema, cannot. You have to have attachment to Guru and his order. So Srila Prabhupada, anyway, so that was the mood of Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada came in the, anyway, so this is how we have to make Guru Deva Tatma. Guru Deva Tatma. It is explained, that if we can, through Guru, we only can see Krishna. I was reading yesterday Shloka about Akrura ji in 10 Canto Bhagavatam. He was giving one very wonderful Shloka. And he was saying that actually, my dear Lord, I was accepting things which actually not real in this world. I was accepting those all things which are not real. But by your mercy, what is temporary? I was trying to enjoy things which not giving enjoyment. And I was wandering in the direction of desert where we promised to have happiness. Sukha Shrutam Mrigatrishni Rupam, Prahlad Maharaj says. Sukha Shrutam, we are only hearing about that happiness, but where is that happiness? Koi? No happiness there. Anyanyavaira sukhalesha hetuhu ananta dukkham chanaveda mudhaha. 5th Canto Bhagavatam explains, sukhalesha hetuhu. Just for little bit happiness, little happiness. People trying to become happy, but they are suffering in the ocean. Ananta dukkham, unlimited sufferings, including COVID-19. And chanaveda mudha, and they don't even know about this. They don't even know about it. I'm fine. How are you? Nice. How are you? Fools going to hell, and they're like Boko, God eating grass without knowing that he will be sacrificed next. I've seen many times in Bhaktapur and other places. And this God brother, not God brother. His God brother was sacrificed already and hanging already, and he's the next. So we have to understand the intelligence, and Srila Prabhupada gave us that intelligence. You see? Through the book, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Krishna, he gives intelligence, and before I'll just do this bhajan, because we can speak eternally about Srila Prabhupada. One day is not enough, believe me, it's not enough. In Russia we have festivals, now we're going to have Bhakti Sangam, 10,000 devotees coming there. And when they're inviting Prabhupada disciples, they're sharing about Srila Prabhupada. Hours and hours, all day long we can talk. It's unlimited ocean. In material life, people born and die, And after they leave this world, everybody mostly forget about them. Okay, Ram Romanchityu. Maximum they put some photo in plastic mala. That's it. But devotees, they are not. The reasons ill who says that Vaishnavas die, they're always living in sound. They living and living try, they always live and living try to spread the holy name around. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said. And Srila Prabhupada, his vigorous and bold preaching continue more and more even till date. Prabhupada's preaching became even more powerful. Prabhupada's presence became even more powerful. 125 years down the road. And we are very fortunate. Today is 125th anniversary of Prabhupada's appearance day. Special Vyasa Puja. People all over the world, they're celebrating this. And one day, Prabhupada was speaking very boldly sometimes, very boldly. Somebody came to New York and said, "Why did you come to America?" "Excuse me, sir, why you came to America?" Prabhupada said, "I came to give you brain." Swamiji came to America to give brain. Can you imagine what bold man can be to say that in front page newspaper? I didn't come to take any, he came to London. I came to give you something which you forgot. You took so many things from India, but you forgot one thing. I came to give you that. And sometimes Prabhupada was sharing, see, English people came to India and they conquered India for 200 years. They were ruling over India for 200 years and looting and stealing and telling, Macaulay, Lord Macaulay, he came in 1835 to India. And he wrote this famous letter, which is in the Museum of London now. You can see in Google. He wrote, "My dear Queen, Your Holiness, I traveled India from nook and corner, from top and bottom. I didn't find one poor person. I didn't find one poor person. I didn't find one illiterate person. Such a culture, such a powerful country. So if we ever want to make this country subordinate to us, we have, quote unquote, we have to break very bone of their culture. And we have to make them believe that anything is Western is good and their own is bad. If they will start to believe that anything come from West is worshipable, then only we can rule over them. Otherwise, impossible. 1835. Systematically, 200 years, India was exploited. The rest is the history. We can talk many times. It's official research in internet you can find. And Srila Prabhupada said they were ruling over India and Indian Gulam, they were worshipping. And now I am old man, came to London, to the heart of England, and now they're washing my feet. Just see. It's not joke. Foreigner people worshipping feet of Indian Swami. Not because Prabhupada wanted that. Prabhupada never wanted that. Prabhupada was speaking in the lecture. In Kali Yuga, everybody Shudras, Kalau Shudra Sambhavam. Don't be angry with me, Prabhupada said. I'm speaking Shastra. Swa vir varaha ustakharaihi. Cats, dogs, pigs, camels, and asses. People, those who are not, they're going astray from spiritual life, from God. Like animalistic civilization, any eating, sleeping, sex, fighting, and they're not thinking that this is bad. They're thinking it's fine, pretty fine, okay. Animal society. Dharmena hina pasubhi samana. And Prabhupada said, I am simply peon. I am the messenger. I am repeating whatever Krishna said. He always guiding her. It's Krishna, it's not me, it's Krishna. But you have to be bold to be representative of God. Because as we always say, as a woman cannot become half pregnant. As a man cannot become half dead. Similarly, truth cannot become half. Whether it's truth or this is lying. And real devotee, he never compromises. He can compromise everything for absolute truth, but he can never compromise absolute truth for anything. Truth is truth, what to do? Janma mrityu jaravyadhi dukkhadosham darshanam. I cannot compromise that. This is truth. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So Srila Prabhupada, he presented very boldly this philosophy. And one man stood up and said, Guru, you're saying that everybody Shudras in Kali Yuga, everybody fourth class. Brahmanas first class, Kshatriyas second, Vaishyas third, and Shudras fourth. And you're saying that everybody fourth class? And who are you? Which category are you thinking here you are? And Prabhupada humbly, he folded his hands and he said, I am actually 5th class, Panchama. I came to serve Shudras. I came to serve all of you. To sit on Vyasasana, it's very, very thankless and not very pleasing task. Guru is sitting on Vyasasana as a service. Otherwise, Guru never thinks himself Guru. It's disciplic succession. Every bona fide Guru, he has his Guru, and he always disciple. He always in the position of disciple. And to sit on Vyasasana, he does it out of snigdha to his Guru. That's all. Srila Prabhupada gave that mood of humility to every one of us. We know how humble he was and how bold he was to preach to scientists, to big, big leaders, to press conferences, He was speaking, Krishna is God. Swamiji, what is the hell? London is hell. There is no sun here. And other things, Prabhupada said, what do you think about Sai Baba? I don't think about him. What to do? One lady came to Srila Prabhupada in mini bikini, foreigners, they have, hi, very, 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 very short. And sit down openly in front of Srila Prabhupada. No shame. I mean, who cares? In the West, people, it's normal, People going to see beach, and you can see everything. So, no shame. She came like this. He said, Swamiji, I have one question to you. Why are you shaving your head? And Prabhupada looked very grave. Because it's nice to keep head cool and legs warm. You have to keep your legs warm and cool head. That's why we are shaving. And that lady was red in color. She didn't know to Prabhupada expose everyone immediately. So, because Prabhupada was speaking, one Miss Universe came in the Western country, one Miss Beauty. And Srila Prabhupada said, so? And then Alfred Ford, Ambarish Prabhu came, first time, richest man. And he never saw Prabhupada, he just sit down in front of Prabhupada. Prabhupada asked one question, so you are the grandson of Henry Ford, are you? Yes. Yes, I am. So when Prabhupada said question, so where is he now? Where is he now? Henry Ford. And he caught him unexpected. What? Where is your grandfather now? I don't know. Then, what is the use of your money if you don't know? And that clicked him immediately. That you are not this body. After death, you don't even know where you're going. In that mood, actually, I was meditating yesterday. Many ministers came. Big, super, pooper, top people of society. Big actors. In history of Nepal, it's never happened in ISKCON Nepal. Never. I heard yesterday. Big shots ever possibly, whatever you can imagine, they came yesterday. And here we are, was Maharaj sitting, 2 foreigners sitting, and I, honestly speaking, packed, 50 people sitting. And egg, everybody, somebody, oh, this is a minister of finance, this is an art ministry, this is a secretary of prime minister, this is a financial, this is a super pooper actor of Nepal, the most famous actress, this is a comedians, most famous of Nepal. And I was sitting there, just like you sitting in front of me, I don't know even who are you people. And we are talking, and I told them actually, you know what? I have one advantage here. And why? What is that, Guruji? Because I don't know who are you guys. I don't even know who are you. That's why we can speak truth, because we don't know who are you. And everybody laughing, because Nepali people, the moment they see us, they want to take selfie, they practically, they're worshipping Satya Aishwarya. But you speaking truth. I said, why? Because cutting truth. Really. I was sitting very friendly, very honestly. I said, who are you? I am, who are you? And we had such a funny talk yesterday. Very laughing and everybody laughing. Because a real family is the place where you no need to maintain your status quo. You can relax and be yourself. And I can see you all feeling here like this. You left all your upadhis, designations outside. Sarva upadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam. Rishikena sevana bhakti ruchyate. Sarva upadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam. We have to clean all the upadhis. This is all bodily concept of life. And everybody felt amazingly so happy and super, and they taking Makhan and Mahaprasad, and we never felt like this before, Guruji. One very famous actor and actress came, and others, they came just to visit for 5 minutes. They came just for visit. Brief visit, just first time in their lives they came for visit. And guess what? They stayed back till 12 night, till Abhishekam. Said, we don't feel like to go from here. Not just Chimeki. Famous people of the society, they didn't want to go from here because if we feel so much love here, and that love's come from Srila Prabhupada, because he created the family in which all world can live. You can see this. Foreigners, American, Russian, Nepalis, Chinese, everybody can stay together happily. That's why Vaikuntha. So before, we'll do this bhajan. Actually, I'm supposed to do bhajan. That's introduction. It was one Brahmana in South India. We went with our leaders, devotees, to South India, Bangalore, and then we had very nice yatra. This is Mantralaya, and there is also wonderful places are there. Nisimhachalam and Ahovalam, we went together. So I heard one story about one Brahmana. It's a real story. And then we went to a wonderful place of Krishna Devarai. Krishna Devarai, very, very rich and famous kingdom that time. So there was one Brahmana. His name was Ramalingam. Ramalingam. Very poor Brahmana sitting in jungle and just chanting. And the king came and said, you fool, what are you doing here, useless guy? You're doing nothing here. Do something for society. Uplift your life. I said, Maharaj, I am illiterate. I don't know what to do. I said, okay, I'll give you Durga mantra. Durga mantra. You go and chant this mantra, your life will become successful. Go. So this Brahmana, okay, Maharaj, diye kuch hamara ki karne, janchu nahi fir. So he went to Durga temple, Kali temple, and he started to chant that Kali mantra. Om Kali Divyaya Namaha. Just all these stutis. Om Klim Hrim Rum Ham, all these mantras. And guess what? Durga became so happy, Kali Devi became so happy, she appeared in front of him in ferocious form. Many hands, 8 hands, like, swept and tried, and it was very ferocious, this tongue out. So, and this, Ramalingam started to laugh. And Durga became surprised. What? Instead of becoming afraid, he started to laugh. And many faced, like universal form he came. Many hands, many heads, many like this in front of him. And he started to laugh. Then Durga asked him, Kali asked him, why are you laughing? People scared of this form of mine and you are laughing. He said, Mataji, what to do? See, I'm just wondering, in my mind one question came. If it's cold, January, February, usually people have a running nose. If you can have a running nose, how you can manage yourself to clean your nose like this, so many heads? Durga started to laugh. What a man, huh? What a thought. I'm such a fearful form, and he's thinking about my running nose, how I can clean my noses, So, okay, so she was laughing. Oh, you're a very smart guy, I will give you a special name. You will be Vikata Kavi. Very smart, joyful, and intelligent man. Vikata Kavi. And then said, that's okay, that's Vikata Kavi, all the upadhi, that's fine. But how to run my life? I need some paisa. Hari, dollar, dollar, hari. I need some to fill my hands together. You can give me some ashirbat. So Kali, don't worry. And she manifested 2 pots into her hands. One was milk, another one dahi. She said, milk, choose, what do you want, my dear Vikata Kavi? What do you want? You want to drink milk? You have option only. Milk and dahi. Milk, if you drink milk, it actually represents knowledge. You will become very knowledgeable. And dahi, you will become very rich, very opulent. said, why dahi open? Because it's very katta is very, very sour. Amilo, sour, dahi, curd. And because to get money, you really have very sour, bitter experience. Sometimes you have to work, and this is very sour experience. And milk, knowledge means very sweet. So what do you want? So Vikataka said, I cannot see exactly. Can you come close? I want just to see what is inside. So she just linked to him and put close to him these two pots. And this, Ramalingam, grab these two pots and drink both of them. Hey, what are you doing? I said, sorry, I only drunk. She said, you're a very smart guy, But anyway, never mind. I'll make sure that you'll become very rich and very intelligent. And that Brahmana became a personal advisor of Krishna Deva Rai, king. Confirmed. So therefore, this is intelligence. He was a very smart guy. That's why Prabhupada used to say, Buddhim yasya balam tasya. It is a story about the rabbit and lion. Who has intelligence, he has power. So, dadami buddhi yogam tam hinam upayanti te. And Srila Prabhupada wrote his books, which he took in Jaladutta, trunks of books. He was the first book distributor in all of the history of Vaishnava, who took these books, Bhagavatam, across the ocean. He was begging in Vrindavan, so much tapasya, 5 years he was begging. He was sweeping near to Samadhi Rupa Goswami, crying every night. Please give me Shakti, how I can fulfill the order of my Guru Maharaj. Such a difficult task. Then he went to Shantipur, he was crying, how I can do it? And he became friend with that Pujari. Remember I told you the story, Pujari of Shantipur. They became friends. And then last day when he came in saffron, Pujari, oh, Abhay Babu, what happened to you? Yes, I took sannyas. And my Guru Maharaj gave me impossible task to preach in all over the world in English language. How I can do it? I am praying to Advaita Acharya, Panchatattva, please bless me. Okay, Ashirwad. And then he went through Jaladutta. And maybe years later, when that same Pujari was doing puja in Shantipur, he saw one foreigner, shaved head, American, Vaishnava, with tilak. And he was taking the Back to Godhead magazine, distributing there. And this Pujari was corner of his eye. He was, wow, amazing. Because in India, foreigners, like white-skinned devotee, that time was very rare. Simple Bengali. And he was just, wow, amazing. And he was very curious, who is this man? Who is his guru? So he called him, and that foreigner, he brought a magazine, Back to Godhead. Please take it Back to Godhead magazine, please take for you. Bengali, he doesn't understand. He said, who is your guru? Somehow he managed to ask him, who is your guru? My guru, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And he opened the page in front. He opened the page and the Prabhupada's photo is there. And this Pujari, wow, my friend, my friend, you did it, my friend. He was so happy. You did it. He was sincerely happy for his friend. That's Vaikuntha. In third canto Bhagavatam, when Brahmaji describes the Vaikuntha, he says that in Vaikuntha so many flowers are there. Champa, Mallika, Parijat. But everybody giving respect to Tulasi because it's very dear to Krishna. They're not proud of their smell and beautiful qualities. No, because Krishna likes Tulasi, everybody respects Tulasi. And when bumblebee or Brahmar, coming and glorifying Krishna, all the birds, cuckoo, chataka, and all the koila, with beautiful voices, they shut up and keeping quiet by appreciating glorification, this bumblebee. Though it may be not very much educated, what to do? He doesn't know even how to chant Gayatri mantra. But he had full faith in Srila Prabhupada, and when he got cancer and made these Ratha Yatras, right, all the chariots, every chariot Ratha Yatra, we have this Jayananda's photo there. Why? Prabhupada said, in the very famous Nectar of Devotion book, he gave him $5,000, which government gave him for curing cancer. He said, who cares for this cancer? Better let me this money give to Guru. Pranayar arthar dhiya vacha. Let me give everything what I have. He could have been cured himself maybe, which is not. But he decided, give me all money to my Guru Maharaj. Nothing for himself. Idam Gurudeva, idam namama. And Prabhupada wrote him, oh, my dear disciple Jayananda, give me this money. Because of this money, we are printing this book. In introduction, you can see. And his name went to history for 10,000 years in Prabhupada's books. And then when Jayananda, he was running to supervise constructions of Rath Yatras. And he was so intelligent. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. How to engage and bring more people to Jagannath's lotus feet. And one of them was His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. You know that story, right? Jayapataka Maharaj was a student. He was walking like that. And he said, excuse me, hi guys. And Jayananda was making chariot. Do you know how to hold the nail? Can you help me just 1 minute? Hold. Hold. Everything starts from hold the nail. And Jayapataka Maharaj hold the nail, okay? And then he, can you do this for me? Just one nail? And he gave him hammer. Can you do another one, please? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That night, Jayapataka Maharaj never went back to home. He ended up in Hare Krishna movement, very dangerous. And now we have many, many followers of Jayapataka Maharaj. How many? More than 50,000. And one of the Ramnans also here, they're running all the show. Same thing with all our acharyas, gurus. What a future vision. So that's called Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Because everybody following the instructions of spiritual master. Don't worry profit or the loss. Surrender life to Supreme Boss. And far and wide, try spread his fame by chanting sweet and holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So Krishna consciousness is about sacrifice. It's about sacrifice. Don't be always in comfortable zone. We have something to do, by the way. Lifetime employment. 77 districts. You know, and if you're taking this responsibility, believe me, don't worry. Actually, in Canto 12, Chapter 3, Shloka number 49, 40 and 50, Krishna, Shukadev Goswami assures Parikshit Maharaj. Can you imagine the guy about to die? Just 7 days almost already finished. And he's about to die. What should I do? What should I give me some sadhana? He said, don't worry. Krishna as a Paramatma in your heart. By meditating on him, Anta Kale Chamama Smaram Muktva Kalevaram, he knows your inner desires. And he will reveal to you your Siddha Swarupa. He will give you everything. Why you worry? Raki Krishna Marike, Mari Krishna Rakike. So, he will reveal for you. So, and we see many people, they're trying to make their pressing nose, their own sadhanas. So many organizations, they're introducing different sadhanas. But we have only one simple sadhana, Prabhupada said. Full faith in holy name. And he practically lived his talk, walking his talking. He went to America along, sit in the Tompkins Square Park, chanting Hare Krishna. And with his holy name, he pushed this movement all over the world. Just simply Prabhupada said, do as I did. That's all. Why don't you trust Srila Prabhupada? Take risk. And today Prabhupada said in lecture actually, if you want peace in society, because first goal of ISKCON, to establish balance in the values of degraded society. And that if you want to have peace, two things. Happy Brahmanas and happy cows. Prabhupada's words, quote unquote. This is a simple secret of happy society of the world. Happy cows protect the cows and protect the Brahmanas. Some unscrupulous people, they're saying, we are not international society for cow protection. We are. We are international society for not only for cows and children and women and Brahmanas and old people, Prabhupada said. And we are, by the way, from Go Loka Vrindavana, from Go Loka, from the planet of cows. And Krishna is Govinda, by the way. Radha Govinda Hari. So when devotees are happy, Prabhupada said, I am creating this society to create the Brahmanas. Training the Brahmanas, pure people, and to protect the cows and give this knowledge to everyone. So that's the mood of Srila Prabhupada. And if you can take risk to assist Srila Prabhupada, you'll be surprised. Unbelievable miracle waiting for all of us. Like this Mandakini Mataji, she was Pujari. I forgot to finish that story. Prabhupada went to London and she was Pujari, and she was, one day before she was praying to Krishna, Krishna, I am such a foolish, I don't understand anything. But one thing I pray to you, Mandakini Mataji, she was sharing personally. I was praying to Krishna. When my Guru Maharaj will ask me to do something, please give me intelligence not to say no. This much only, because I'm a sentimental woman. If something will tell me to do and I'll say no, I'll lose my chance. I will miss my chance. So please, I don't know, in future, whenever Guru Srila Prabhupada will ask me to do something, please give me brain and intelligence to say, not to say no. I don't want to say no to my Guru Maharaj, never, however difficult task may be. And then she forgot that. Her deal with Krishna, she kind of went back. But when Srila Prabhupada came, she used to clean the room of Srila Prabhupada. And when Prabhupada came and said, Ko Mandakini. And she was French lady, she just came, yes, Srila Prabhupada, yes, Srila Prabhupada, yes. Very humble. Even now, she's very humble. Yes, Srila Prabhupada. And he looked and smiled to her. You know, my daughter, I have a small request for you. Yes, Srila Prabhupada. Would you like to marry one guy, Russian guy? Would you like to go and marry one Russian guy? It's required for the mission. And that time she remembered, oh no, I should not say no. Krishna, give me intelligence not to say no. And she immediately, yes, Srila Prabhupada, I am ready. Ready. Thank you. Prabhupada smiled. Thank you very much. It means, Swaha, your life giving to Guru. Finish. Whatever he wants you. It's not, because in India, it's the most fashionable thing to get married. You know, big parties and, you know, big king-size Patri and like that. You know, people photos and family peoples like that. No. But devotees, they didn't care. They were young girls, young boys. Jayaprakash Maharaj, go to Montreal. You are temple president. Temple president? Which temple? You construct temple and become president. Guru Kripadas, go to Japan. And he wrote, Srila Prabhupada, there is no sadhu sangha here. There is no devotees. You create devotees and have devotee association. You create them and associate with them. Everything has to be started from scratch. Like Mahavishnu Maharaj and Prabhavishnu Maharaj, they came here. Nothing was here, nothing. So many stories. I don't want to embarrass Maharaj, of course, but that's true. We are so lucky we got such a facilities. Everything ready-made, just golden plate and everything chopan bhog. Just eat only. Man pardena, I don't like. Come on, guys. Garo chama like garo chama. Very difficult. What difficult? Nothing is difficult here. Just gulab jamun and syrup. Just enjoy, dance, nothing. But if you want to make your life successful, get out from comfortable zone. Stretch yourself somewhere where nothing has been done yet. And still such areas still existing in Nepal. Nepal is the only one country, and Singapore also, where Prabhupada didn't visit. Amazing, huh? Just next door country, Prabhupada never came. Why? Because he gives some rozgari for you. Somebody asked Prabhupada, very famous, you know, you can see Acharya, this serial, Prabhupada sitting like this and scratching his, ear. And behind there are some karate people. Hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo. And Prabhupada just laughingly joking. Sound vibration. But this sound vibration will never save them during the death, when Yamaraj will come. But our sound vibration, Hare Krishna, what they're going to do, the sound vibration. Hoo, ha, so much wasting time. And then that sound vibration will not save them when Yamaraj will come. But Bhagavatam says, devotees, when they speak about Krishna, Bhagavatam, first canto, they say about that. They inviting Yamaraj, this I was reading yesterday, this Shloka. Na kaschinmri yate tava yavat asta ihantakaha etat artham hi bhagavan ahutah paramarshibhi ahonri lokipiyeta hari lilamritam vachaha. Whenever we discussing the Krishna Katha, they invited Yamaraj for the program. And as long as Maharaj present in Bhagavatam class, there is no fear of death, they saying. Sadhus, rishis. Because Yamaraj present here, so for time being Bhagavatam class going on, we should not afraid of death. Shoka moha bhayapaha. We are free. Because Yamaraj Maharaj present with us, death department, adhikari, minister with us. So nobody dares to create trouble here because boss is here. When devotees discussing Krishna Katha, all demigods present here, there is no birth and death. This is Vaikuntha. No fear. Such a wonderful opportunity. And therefore, this is Mandakini Mataji. She immediately went to Russia. Immediately. And she was telling, she had to dress herself as a, Karmi lady, Find this address, Anatoly. Who is this guy? Never saw him. Can you imagine? Go and marry somebody you never saw. And he was not following principles, by the way. You know that? You have to do everything for mission. Well, does he eat meat? I don't know. You go. Get married. Close your eyes. Swaha and jump without parachute. Somewhere you don't even know where. Seriously. And guess what? It's fun. Really fun. To give your life to Krishna and Guru. Super interesting movie, huh? Action movie. Not boring, eating, sleeping, doing my money from 9 to 5. Very boring actually, I tell you. I'm telling my experience. I'm sure Maharaj has much better experience. I tell you my experience. What a funny life, wow. When I'm looking back, it's far out, yeah. Far out. Go to some place you don't even know. No language, no culture, just India I came. You don't understand Hindi. I couldn't understand Hindi at all. Hey, who, hey, hey. Very funny. What to do? Go to Bangladesh. Who, ha, hey. Jodi Bhubaner kripa hobe tahole sob kichu hote puri. Nothing you can speak even. Then Nepal. Then I'm following Maharaj. Our gurus. I can see how they are fighting, and I get so much inspiration. Srila Mahavishnu Maharaj was accordion, which is 15 kilo, 75 plus years, jumping and around all over the world. Show me such a person. Show me. Smoking cigarettes and dying like for nothing. They living as if they're not going to die ever, and when they're dying as they never lived. Useless. Andhayantandarupaniamanas tipisha tantra murdam nibandaha. Blind people, leading in as a blind people, doing nowhere. But Prabhupada said, one life, just one life. Swaha, give to Krishna, just one life. Just one life. So Srila Prabhupada, he created this society, and he was able to instill that intelligence in the brain of millions of people through his books, which he distributed. 600 sets. 200 sets. 600 Maha big book distributor. Srila Prabhupada ki! If Srila Prabhupada could do that, can't we do it? In this year, 125th anniversary, can't we distribute 125,000 Prabhupada's books? So many young people, lazy bums. Can we distribute 125,000 Prabhupada's books? Small, big, whatever. Can we do it? We can. It's easy. Just go and from heart say, please take the book. Connect them to Krishna. Become Vartma Pradakshaka Kuru to somebody. Give him direction. People love, especially in Nepal, it's Malilomato, it's fertile zone. Everybody loves Krishna. You shouldn't be lazy and crazy. Sit in comfortable zone. Just stretch yourself out. Be available for the people. Available, appreciate, and attentive. 3A secret. And if you can give books, if Prabhupada could do it, can't we do it? So let us chant this bhajan, which is Srila Prabhupada manifests his mood when he's in Jaladuta. He never reached America yet. One day, last story, okay, because we're really getting... you have to give me a mantra to stop us, because by seeing Maharaj, I'm getting so much inspiration. Really. Everybody wants to leave footprints behind after this life. Not butt prints, but footprints. We have to set up the path. Mahajinayanagata pantha. We have to leave the path. Legacy. This is our family business. We have to leave the legacy behind. We are just no Hindu, no Bindu. Just Agarvati, Mambati. Ayaram Gayaram. And Prabhupada said, sometimes very boldly, he used to say that. He saw into many, many things he said. But then he said, please forgive me. I have right to do that. And sometimes many God brothers, they criticize him. But Prabhupada said, no. I have right to say that. Why? Because I have done it. I have done it. Not out of pride, he said, but he was proud of his disciples. So proud. Because all of you are my gurus, Prabhupada said on disappearance day of Bhaktivedanta Saraswati. Because my Guru Maharaj sent all of you to help me. And Prabhupada shocked. He couldn't, because he was in the mood of disciple. He could see his Guru in everyone. When somebody in the mood of disciple, he can see Krishna speaking to him. He can take any challenges, any difficulties. Because he said, Amito Kangala, Krishna, Krishna. People asking us, how are you? Better than I deserve. How are you? I'm excellent, but it's improving. It's actually improving. We are excellent, we are wonderful, but it's still improving. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. It's ocean of happiness. We are dancing today. Tomorrow we are again dancing. And again we are happy. Yesterday was such a happy day. We are so happy to each other to see. Today we again came together. Again we are more happy that, wow, again, Prabhu, Mataji, Haribol, again I see you. Tomorrow we are even more happy. Wow, again I can see you guys, And day after tomorrow we are even more happy. And then more happy. And then time comes, we cannot even breathe, so happy we are. Wow, super. It's called Susukham Kartumavyayam. And you can practically feel it. That's real preaching. Not just, no. Garo cha. Ki garo cha. It's not tingaro. Like that. Therefore, once, final story. This is one Prabhupada had his friend, Bakatji, Babaji, his name was. So in Vrindavan. One day he was sitting in Vrindavan with Bakatji. And they were private friends, very, very close friends. Like we have Sahasranam Prabhu. We can talk anything and we can do anything together, just like that. We can talk all the jokes and crazy jokes against each other. Because we opened, Dadati Pratikritanati. There's nothing to hide, no pride, nothing to hide. You see, with your friends. When you have equals, it's very important to have equals together. Not to become super pooper local acharya. No, you have to have equals with you, because equals can tell, hey, Befkuf, you fool, who are you thinking you are? They can tell the truth because they know who are you. Very nice to impress seniors. Oh, very nice. Somewhere in internet, on Zoom. Maharaj, Chapan Bhog, Haribol. Because he cannot catch your ear and cannot catch you nonsense. Who are you thinking you are? Because this anartha is very dangerous. Puja, Pratishta, we are like Mali, Karnadharam. And juniors, very easy to become Guru, Sitan, Vyasasana and Mala. Oh, Mashirvad, because very easy to make everyone fools. Oh, Gurudev, it's very easy. But to have equals, they always can tell you, who you are. Behind the door, of course, not publicly, behind the door. Srila Prabhupada was sitting in his quarters in Vrindavan with all his, when he came back from India, construct Krishna Balaram temple, hundreds of disciples, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. And he was sitting with his Radha Damodar temple, old Brinjabasis, ladies and Babajis, old friends. When in 1960s, he was with them, friend. Srila Prabhupada was chanting few lakhs of names every day with all this old Brinjabasis, very, very close family people, before he went to America. And when Prabhupada came back from America, all these old Brinjabasi friends, ladies and Babajis came to meet him. Oh, Swamiji, Swamiji. So he called them to his room and they were sitting and these cushions, all this relaxing. Prabhupada was really, he took his also all this, cloth, sannyasi, danda, and just sit like relaxed, like Brinjabasi, like friends, And everybody laughing and joking and just, in Bengali and Hindi. But then outside devotees, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada was very uneasy, what to do? Again he put mala. Prabhupada actually, when he went in America, he used to carry garland like this in his bag. When he came first time to San Francisco, first time. When Shyam Sundar, Mukunda, they went to open center. Prabhupada had to carry garland with him in the bag. When he came out from airport, Prabhupada took the garland and put on himself. What to do? Because these fools, they don't know how to receive Guru. And I'm going to have press conference, so now I have international Guru. I have to be international Guru. So that time when in Vrindavan, after years later, Prabhupada was sitting with Brinjabasis in a relaxed mood. And then he again, okay, what to do? Again he put garland and put down. Again I have to become international Guru. What to do? And again he came out like this. So that time he was sitting with Bhakatji, and he told him in private, you know what, Bhakatji, shall I tell you one secret story? But don't tell this to my disciples, please. Because at this stage they will not understand this. Yes, Swamiji, you have my word. Don't worry, you have my word. I'll not tell. You know, when I was in Jaladuta, I got 2 heart attacks. After first heart attack, I was finished. I was like Sabji. Prabhupada didn't reach America yet, never. He just thought, see sickness. If you never have experience, I tell you, God bless you not to have it ever. Very dangerous. I was in ship once, and no escape, nowhere to go. I mean, just this ocean is there and some sharks are there. You can't even jump. And Prabhupada said, when the second heart attack took place, I was thinking, I will not survive. Finished. I strongly felt, Krishna, if this is your wish, I am ready now to meet with you. That's this bhajan. That's exactly after he got heart attack in 13 September, I believe, 1965, on the Jaladuta board. After second heart attack, he said, Bhakatji, I thought I will not survive. And that time I prayed. Sincerely, I prayed from my heart, Krishna, as for me, I am ready. I am ready. You can take me now. But for all of them, please save me. Because I have to fulfill the order of my Guru Maharaj. So, to fulfill the order of my Guru Maharaj, please save me. If that is your desire. And you know what? In my dream, Krishna came personally and said, my dear devotee, don't worry. I'll arrange everything for you. Just don't worry. Go and preach. And Krishna came to me, Prabhupada said, and he personally started to massage my heart. Krishna came to me. He told to Bhakatji, that I saw, believe me, Krishna came and started to massage my heart. And he told me, don't worry. And next morning he woke up and Atlantic Ocean became peaceful. Which never happens before. Captain told him, Swamiji, I never in my life saw Pacific Ocean for 15 days continuously as peaceful as it was with you on the board. Thank you, Krishna. So, and he wrote for himself, devotee doesn't care anything. He can go, Prabhupada said, somebody asked him, Mr. Malhotra in Pune, he asked him, Swamiji, why are you making this big temple in Juhu? Very costly. You're supposed to be simple. Very costly temple, gorgeous expenses, all these big malas, COVID-19 reminders, so many lakhs of rupees. Why are you elaborately spending lavishly money? Don't you see so many poor children don't have food? Why don't you help poor people? You're supposed to be humble, serene. You have to be more humble. Prabhupada said, see, as for me, he told to Mr. Malhotra, as for me, I can live in the cave. And Prabhupada had the stick. And he put the stick in the crack in the ground. It was very hot, in the crack. And Prabhupada put his stick in that crack. As for me, I can live in this hole. I am sannyasi. What about you? I cannot. That's why I am making this hotel. For you people to come. Otherwise you will never come. You go to Park Village Hotel, you go into Sangrila Salty Hotel, you never come to ISKCON. That's why we are making temple for you. For himself, devotee doesn't care. He can go to hell. Narayanah parak sarve na kutaschana bibhyati swarga pavarga narakesh apituli arthadarshana. He doesn't care. He can go to hell for Krishna. But for the sake of others, Krishna, please save me. I need to stay back for a while to help those people. Otherwise, who can bring them this message? I took this message, apna Guru Maharaj ka adesh palan garnu ko karan le. I took this order of my Guru Maharaj. For him I am doing this, not for myself. People coming to Vrindavan to retire on 70 years old age. And Srila Prabhupada started his lifetime mission in 70 years. Try to understand, can't we, young people 20, 25 years old, to take mission to assist Srila Prabhupada? And everybody, if every one of you, we have to be organized and disciplined. That's all, like an army. Prabhupada said, we're declaring a war to army with 3 main weapons. Order of Guru, faith, holy name, and books. What is the use of your 2 minutes lecture? Give them the book, Bhagavad Gita. It will stay for 100 years with people and family. And it's like time bomb. When it will blast, I don't know. Prabhu Vishnu Maharaj once told, he went to his friend, he got back to Godhead, but then he went to his friend, and in his library he found Bhagavad Gita. Intro Bhagavad Gita, and that Bhagavad Gita connected to Srila Prabhupada. Many other stories like that. So therefore, we distribute books, and in Prabhupada's 125 years anniversary, can't we do this? Everyone will do at least 10 books, 20 books, small books, big books, whatever. Is everyone will do this. It's that easy. Many small hands do big work. So Krishna personally brings Srila Prabhupada to all of us, and we have to be grateful. Don't look shelter for somewhere outside. If you came because of Srila Prabhupada, and if you're not grateful, and you're trying to find some support crutches outside, behind Prabhupada's teachings, it means we didn't understand anything. If somebody thinking that and telling that Prabhupada didn't give us everything, he is fool number one. Pakka, fool number one. Prabhupada gave us everything to go back to Godhead. Everything. Simply we have to follow. So let's understand the Srila Prabhupada's mood by understanding this bhajan, what he wrote in Jaladuta when he was coming to America to save all of us. Prabhupada writes, "O brothers, the Supreme Lord Krishna will bestow virtue upon you, but he will do this only when Srimati Radharani first becomes pleased with you. This I surely declare to you. Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is very dear to Lord Gauranga, the son of Mother Sachi, is unparalleled in his service to the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. He is the great saintly spiritual master, most magnanimous within this universe, who bestows devotion to Krishna in various places throughout the world." He gives credit to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, not for himself. His desire is very powerful, and thus he is causing the holy name of Lord Gauranga to spread throughout all the countries of the Western world. He is the cause of spreading holy name all over the world. And I am becoming the instrument of that cause, that's all. Is nothing done yet, Prabhupada said. Thousands of disciples waiting for me, 100 temples is there, only time separates us. In all the cities, towns and villages on the earth, extending to all the oceans, rivers and streams, everyone may accept holy name of Krishna. Thus, all directions will be conquered by the flood of transcendental ecstasy, flowing with an excessive mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When all the miserable living entities that have been corrupted by Maya become happy, then the Vaishnava's desire is fulfilled. Although my Guru Maharaj ordered me to accomplish this mission, I am unworthy to do it, being very fallen and incompetent. That being the case, O Lord Krishna, your mercy is today arising in befitting manner to make me become worthy, for you are the wisest of all. You are the wisest of all. And today your mercy manifested to me. You came to massage my heart personally, so it gives me hope that you actually investing in me, you trusting me. It gives me the hope, Prabhupada said. If you bestow your divine power, then one attains the factual substance, which is the service to the spiritual master. If you give mercy, then we can get substance to serve spiritual master, not simply Hari Krishna, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And life becomes successful. If that service is obtained, then one becomes truly satisfied and ultimately receives your association due to good fortune, if Guru is happy. As stated by Prahlad Maharaj to Lord Nrsimhadev in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.28, Prabhupada chosen that particular prayer of Prahlad Maharaj, see, is chosen, Uttama Shloka Gunanuvada, was selected shlokas Prabhupada expressing his mood. Thus, by associating with material desires one after another, I was following the general populace by falling into the blind well full of snakes. my dear Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then the great sage Narada Muni kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve the transcendental position similar to his own. How could I ever leave the service of your servant? Your Guru Maharaj, your pure devotee Narada Muni gave me the same position as his, on the same Vyasasana. And who am I? He says in prayers before that, he says, Brahma dayasura ganamunayo cha siddha sattvai katanagatayo vachasam pravahir naraditum purgunair adunapi pipru kim toshum arhasi harir ugra jate hai. I am from Ugra Jati, Mlecha, Rakshas. My father is Maha Ugra Rakshas, Hiranyakashipu. He was eating, killing, sucking blood Rakshas, and I am his son, man. And you're making me Mahajan to give lecture? What are you talking, my Lord? I don't know. And my Guru Maharaj just saved me. Once Mukunda Maharaj, when Srila Prabhupada in 1967, he got another heart attack. Just imagine. And he was going to America. To India to recuperate. He had to go to Japan and then to America. He had to go back to India. And then he said, there's a very nice lecture he gave, if in case I will not be able to come back, please continue, whatever I give you, please continue. Maintain the standard, worship deities, and please continue. If I will not be able to come back, please continue to push this movement. And then Mukunda Maharaj came and asked him, Srila Prabhupada, if you will not come as you are saying, can we take initiation from your god brothers, from other gurus? And Prabhupada looked at the window. He didn't say anything. He just looked at the window and tears in his eyes started to drop. And Prabhupada said, but my Guru Maharaj saved me. And Mukunda Maharaj was sharing, he said, I was feeling so ashamed. Why fool? I even asked this question. I wanted to go underground out of shame. How you could even think possibly to reinitiate yourself from another guru? But Prabhupada said, but my Guru Maharaj saved me. Like that. So how I can give up possibly the service to your servant? O Lord Krishna, you are my eternal companion. Forgetting you, I have suffered the kicking of Maya, birth after birth. If today is a chance, meet you again occurs again. If the chance to meet you again occurs, then surely I will be able to rejoin you, no problem. If chance is there to rejoin you, I will accept it. Oh my dear brother. He calling Krishna brother. Oh my dear brother, in your company I will experience great joy once again. Wandering about the pastures and fields, I will pass the entire day with you, in tendering the cows, joking with you and flocking throughout the so many forests of Vraja. I will roll up on the ground in spiritual ecstasy. When? Oh, when will that day be mine? Today, the remembrance of being with you came to me in a very nice way. Feeling great longing, I called out to you, O Lord Krishna. Only because I am your eternal servant do I desire your association so much. Except for you, I have no other refuge. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So let's chant this very beautiful bhajan in the wonderful mood of Srila Prabhupada. Krishna tava punya habe bhai, Krishna tava punya habe bhai, Krishna tava punya habe bhai. এ পুনিয়া করিবে যাবে রাধা রানী সুখী হবে ধ্রুবা বলিয়াছি তোমাতায় যাবে রাধা রানী সুখী হবে ধ্রুবাতি বলি তোমাতায় Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Sachi Sutta Priyati Krishna Sevai Ati Jara Tulanai Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Sachi Sutta Priyati Krishna से महंता गुरु जागा तेरे मध्य हुरु कृष्ण भक्ति देया थाई थाई से कृष्ण तावा पुण्य হবে भाई कृष्ण तावा पुण्य হবে भाई तारा इच्छा बलवान पश्चात तेरे ताने थान कोई जाते गौरांगेरा नाम तारा इच्छा भगवान पश्चात तेरे थाने थान होली जाते गौरांगेरा नाम पृथिवीते नगरादि समुद्रा नदा नदी सकले बोले कृष्ण राम कृष्ण तावा पुण्य होबे भाई कृष्ण तावा पुण्य होबे भाई তাহলে আনন্দ হয় তবে হয় দিগ্বিজয় চৈতন্যের কৃপা অতিশয় মায়া দুষ্ট জাতা দুঃখী জাগাতে সবা সুখী বৈষ্ণবেরা ইচ্ছা পূর্ণ হয় कृष्ण तावा पुण्य होबे भाई कृष्ण तावा पुण्य होबे से कर्जा से करिबारे आज्ञा जाजी दिलो मोरे जोग्या नहीं आती दीना हीना তাই সে তোমারা কৃপা মাগিতেছি অনুরূপা আজি তুমি সবার পারাবি না তোমারা সাকাতি পেলে ঘুরে সেবা বস্তু মিলে জীবনা সার্থক যদি হয় সেই সেবা পাইলে তাহা সুখী হলে তব সঙ্গ বাগ্যাতে নিলয় সেই সেবা পাইলে কৃষ্ণ তাবা পুণ্য হবে ভাই एवं जन्म निपतितं प्रभवन्ति कूपे कामाभिकाममनुयाः प्रपतं प्रसंगात् कृत्वं असत्पुरसिना भगवन् गृणीता सोऽहं कथं नु विजिजे तव प्रीत्य सेवम् তুমি মোরা চিত্র সাথী ভুলিয়া মায়ার লাতি খাইয়াছে জন্মা জন্মান্তরে তুমি মোরে চিত্র সাথী ভুলিয়া আজি পুনঃ সুযোগা যদি হই জাগা যোগা तबे पारी तू रे मिलबारे आती पुनः ये सुजोगा जादी होई राजा कृष्ण तवा पुण्य হবে भाई कृष्ण तवा पुण्य হবে भाई তোমারা মিলাতে ভাই আবার সে সুখ পায় গোচারণে ধুরি দিনে ভোর তোমারা মিলানে ভাই কাটা বানে চুতা চুরি বানে খাই লুতা লুতি সেই দিনা হবে হবে হে মোর कृष्ण तवा पुण्य হবে भाई कृष्ण আজি সে সুবিধা হলা তোমার স্মরণ ভেলা বড় আশা রাখিলাম তাই আমি তোমার নিত্য দাসা তাই তো আশা তুমি বিনা অন্ত্য গতি নাই আমি তো তোমার কৃষ্ণ তবা পুণ্য হবে ভাই কৃষ্ণ তবা পুণ্য হবে ভাই হে পুনিয়া করিবে হবে রাধা রানী সুখী হবে ধ্রুবা আতি বলি তোমাতায় হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম राम राम हरे हरे हरि बोल जय प्रभुपाद कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गौरंगा निताय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे बोलो 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 राम प्रभु हरे राम 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 हे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हे जय सच्चिदानंदन जय सच्चिदानंदन गौर हरि नित्यानंद प्राणदान Madana Gaura Hari. Hey, Gadadhara Mohana, Gadadhara Mohana. Gaura, Gaura. Hey, Gadadhara Mohana Gaura Hari. Hey, Sachimata Nandana, Sachimata Nandana. Sachimata Nandana Gaura Hari. Oh, Paramadayalu, 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 Nitai Chaitanya. Oh, Paramadayalu, 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 Gaura Hari. Oh, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Gaura Hari. Oh, hey, Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Srila Prabhupada ki, His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj ki, Ananta Guri Vaishnava Parampara Guru Parampara ki, Ananta Guri Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki, Jai Gaura Premanande, Iskon Nepal Bhakta Vrinda ki. Hare Krishna. Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj ki. Thank you so much. Actually, such a wonderful opportunity to be with holy people in holy place, to chant holy name in the holy day. Super, huh? 4H. Holy name with holy people in the holy place in the holy day. Evahanda tulukuro ki hun sakcha. Tulaya malavena pina swargam na punarbhava. Bhagavat sanga sanga syam arthanam kimutasi saha. Can never be more expensive commodity as a Vaishnava association. And only fools and rascals are missing this chance. So this wonderful opportunity, and that's what Prabhupada gave to us. He gave to us each other. Such a wonderful garland of devotees. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take that garland and garland not only one speaker, but all world. With holy name, garland of holy name, he garlanded all world. So now all flowers from different parts of the world can be here together. And celebrating this festival all over the world now. Millions of devotees and people glorifying Srila Prabhupada. And even Prime Minister of India, Modi, will inaugurate today one golden coin in India, right? Golden coin as a respect to Srila Prabhupada. It's not a small thing. So to be accepted by the world leaders. So Srila Prabhupada, he deserved that respect. And let us express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada by cooperating together, by forgetting our foolish pride and pity, small things. Please, as a service to yourself, do this. Forget about all the nonsense, all the false ego, personal ill feelings. We have to cooperate together. Because if you want to go fast, you have to go along, but if you want to go far, we have 10,000 years to go. We have to go together and to create legacy, to assist Srila Prabhupada in his glorious mission, to his Guru Maharaj and to Guru Parampara and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki! Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Maharaj, would like to, maybe we need your blessings, right? What's next? You can.
have anything more to say now. You said everything.
Hare Krishna. हामी कृतज्ञता र धन्यवाद ज्ञापन गर्न चाहन्छौँ श्रद्धेय पत्री प्रभुज्यूलाई र सँगसँगै हामी परम पूज्य श्री श्रीमद् महाविष्णु स्वामी महाराजलाई आज प्रभुपादको 125औं व्यास पूजामा उहाँले आफ्नो पनि केही प्रभुपादजी प्रति गुणानुवाद गरिदिनु हुनलाई अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छौँ। एकैसाथ 3 पटक हरि बोल भनेर। हरि बोल, हरि बोल। र यहीसँगै एउटा सानो जानकारी हजुरहरूलाई गराउन चाहन्छौँ। आज नवमी, भोलि दशमी र पर्सि एकादशीको दिन अर्थात् बिहिबार परम पूज्य श्री श्रीमद् महाविष्णु स्वामी महाराजले दीक्षा दिँदै हुनुहुन्छ र हजुरहरू जो आश्रित भक्तहरू हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरू आज र भोलिसम्ममा हजुरहरूले आवेदनहरू के कस्ता छन् तल इनिसिएसन अफिसमा या सङ्कीर्तन प्रभुलाई यथाशीघ्र सम्पर्क गर्नुहोला। हरे कृष्ण।
Anyone like to stand up and stretch? Stand up. Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. You got it wrong. Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. Is my pot of water? Om Agana Timarandasya Gyananjana Salakayam Chakshuran Militam Dena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Vihadvaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gopaktavinda Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachayane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschachari Satani Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya. Do we have the Guru pranams? I'd like to say them. The pranams and pranam mantras. I might forget them. I'm trying to find. Anyone have them on their phone? Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Bhakti Namine. Namaste Gauravani Srimurtaye Dinatarine. How's it go? Shivasavanavi Devi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namah Madhuryushvala Premaja Shri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaurakarna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate. Someone give me, please. Somehow or other I can't remember them all. So somebody can help me, that's very nice. No, I want to read. You don't have a phone? Standard press. Okay, I've got it. It's Kali Yuga, you know. When you want to remember, you can't. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vitamscha. We've done them all. We're now with Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Madhuryushvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gora Karana Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate. Namaste Gauravani Srimurtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Pasidanta Dvanta Harine. Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagyamurtaye Vipralamba Rasambode Pudambujaya Te Namaha. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satsidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Vibhava Bhumestam Nidesha Sajana Priya Vaishnava Savabhoma Shaganathaya Te Namaha. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Namo Mahaparanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tishe Namah. Panchatattvamakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate. Jayatam Saratopango Mama Mandamate Gati Matsavasva Padambojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagara Simhasinasto Srimad Radha Shila Govinda Devo Prastalibi Sevyamano Smarami Sriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamsiva Tata Stita Kashan Venu Svane Gopi Gopinatha Sri Yesuna Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavan Nishwari Vishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Panchatattvamakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Bhakta Shaktikam. Actually, I got that wrong. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Patri's wonderful talk has taken all the words from my mouth, and I don't really feel I have anything to say, except I do have some personal experiences of Srila Prabhupada. That's my only destiny qualification, some or other, what to do. So I can talk about that. And we need translation? Huh?
Yes.
It's better to have translation. Okay. So I can talk something about some experiences I had directly with Srila Prabhupada, if you're interested.
र यदि तपाईहरुलाई इच्छा छ भने म प्रभुपादको बारेमा केही आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत अनुभवहरू बताउँछु।
Because you're interested?
तपाईहरुलाई
Because you know Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he didn't want to include in his Chaitanya Charitamrita stuff that was already written by Vrindavan Das Thakur.
र कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामीले चैतन्य चरितामृत लेख्ने क्रममा वृन्दावन दास ठाकुरले लेख्नु भए पहिले लेखिसक्नु भएको कुरा लेख्न चाहनु भएन।
So similarly, Patri said so much wonderful things about Prabhupada.
र प्रभुपादको बारेमा पत्री प्रभुले धेरै राम्रा कुराहरू भनिसक्नु भयो।
As I said, it took the words out of my mouth.
र म भन्छु मेरो मुखमा भएका सबै शब्दहरू गइसके।
I would have loved to say some of the things he said.
र
I would have loved to say some of the things which he said. In fact, I would have said.
र म यदि उहाँले नभन्नु भएको कुराहरू भन्न पाए अझ राम्रो हुने थियो।
But anyhow, what's the point of repeating the same thing?
र तर जे भए पनि त्यही कुरा दोहोऱ्याउनुको त कुनै अर्थ
It's
हुँदैन।
already well said.
र पहिले नै धेरै राम्रोसँग भनिसके।
But I can add a little bit practical experience from my life.
र मेरो जीवनबाट निजी व्यवहारिक अनुभवको बारेमा केही म बताउँछु।
One thing that many people, they ask me, what did you tell me about when you first met Srila Prabhupada?
र धेरै मानिसहरूले मलाई भन्छन् तपाईले पहिलोपटक प्रभुपादलाई भेट्नु हुँदाखेरि के अनुभव गर्नुभएको थियो?
You interested?
र तपाईहरुलाई
How long do we have?
हामीसँग कति समय छ?
Sanapati Prabhupada. No, seriously. We all want prasad and we only took a Kadashi.
हामीहरूले प्रसादम लिनुपर्छ एकादशी।
Let's speak loud. We don't have a better translator than this. We have a more confident translator. Where's Keshav Govinda?
He's not here.
No.
Okay, I'll speak loudly then.
Don't be scared. Come on. Now you have to dance. You don't have to be shy.
Yeah.
On the stage, you give us the dance. Can't be shy now. Okay. So, what was I going to say? Yes, I want to tell you, people ask, what did you feel, what did you experience when you first met Srila Prabhupada?
र प्रभुपादलाई मैले पहिला भेट्दाखेरि मेरो के अनुभव थियो भनेर मानिसहरूले मलाई सोध्ने गर्दछन्।
So I don't want to disappoint you, but
म तपाईँहरूलाई निराश बनाउन चाहन्न, तर
I first met Srila Prabhupada in the pages of Bhagavad Gita.
र मैले पहिलोपटक श्रील प्रभुपादलाई भागवत गीताका पानाहरूमा पाएँ।
In fact, the introduction to Bhagavad Gita.
तर वास्तवमा यो भागवत गीताको परिचय थियो।
In fact, in Back to Godhead magazine.
र वास्तवमा भगवत दर्शन पत्रिकामा।
Yeah. So, of course, that's a long story.
र अवश्य नै यो लामो कथा छ।
But it started when I chanted Hare Krishna.
र यो हरे कृष्ण जप गर्दाखेरि यो सुरु भएको थियो।
Because I was always searching for some knowledge. I was a gyani type person.
र म सधैँभरि केही ज्ञानको बारेमा खोजिरहेको थिएँ। म ज्ञानी प्रकृतिको मान्छे थिएँ।
I was using art to try and discover myself.
र मैले आफैलाई पत्ता लगाउनको लागि यो आर्टहरू कला।
And I read many books, philosophy books and this and that.
र मैले धेरै पुस्तकहरू पढेँ, दर्शन शास्त्र आदि पुस्तकहरू पनि पढेँ।
But nobody could tell me who I was, what was my purpose of life.
र मलाई कसैले पनि म को थिएँ र मेरो जीवनको उद्देश्य के हो भन्ने कुरा बताएका थिएनन्।
So my friend got me to chant Hare Krishna. I've told you this many times.
र मैले धेरै पटक पहिला पनि भनिसकेको थिएँ र मेरो साथीले मलाई हरे कृष्ण जप गर्नलाई ताने।
So I was painting this boutique. Someone asked me to decorate one shop.
र मैले एउटा पेन्टिङ गरिरहेको थिएँ र मलाई एकजनाले यो के भन्छ पसललाई पेन्ट गर्नु बोलाउनु भएको थियो।
And my old friend had just come down from London. He had hitchhiked from London.
र म लन्डनबाट आएको थिएँ।
Not my old friend, acquaintance, not a friend.
र मेरो एकजना चिनेको मानिसले म लन्डनबाट आएको थिएँ।
I remember I was chanting Hare Krishna.
र मलाई याद छ म हरे कृष्ण गाइरहेको थिएँ।
I had nothing, no wife, no money, nothing.
र मसँग केही पनि कुरा थिएन, पैसा पनि थिएन, अरू केही पनि थिएन।
Just a holy name.
र केवल हरिनाम मात्र थियो।
So this person came in the shop
र त्यो मानिस पसलमा आए
and he got this magazine sticking out of his back jeans pocket.
र उनको जिन्स प्यान्टको जुन गोजीबाट पछाडिपट्टिबाट एउटा पत्रिका झिके।
I don't know why, but I saw that magazine, my heart jumped.
र किन हो मलाई थाहा छैन, जब मैले त्यो पत्रिका देखेँ मेरो हृदय चाहिँ भित्र गुडुक गुडुक गरिरहेको थियो, उफ्रिरहेको थियो।
The magazine was rolled up
र त्यो
in his
पत्रिका
back
चाहिँ
pocket.
पत्रिका बेटरेर राखेको थियो गोजीमा।
So I said casually, do you mind if I read that magazine?
र मैले भने मैले त्यो पत्रिका पढ्न हुन्छ भनेर भने।
He said, sure, you can have it.
र उनले भने हो हुन्छ लिनुहोस्।
Someone gave me in Portobello Road. I don't want it, you can have it.
र उसले ठिकै छ मलाई यो चाहिएको छैन यो लिनुहोस् भनेर दिए।
So I was so excited.
र मलाई एकदम आनन्द आएको थियो।
Somehow or other I knew it was a Hare Krishna magazine.
र मलाई यो हरे कृष्णको पत्रिका थियो भन्ने थाहा भयो।
I ran upstairs, locked the door, and went upstairs.
र मैले ढोका लगाएँ, माथि गएँ।
And it all made sense. It all made sense.
र यो सबैको के अर्थ छ?
I'm not this body, I'm spirit soul. Krishna is God. This material world is a playhouse for fools.
र म यो शरीर होइन, म आत्मा हुँ, यो भौतिक संसार हो आदि इत्यादि कुराहरू सबैले राम्रो अर्थ दिन्थ्यो।
And I saw this Bhagavad Gita. I thought, I must get this Bhagavad Gita.
र मैले भगवत गीता लेखेको पाएँ र मलाई लाग्यो मैले यो भगवत गीता अवश्य नै पाउनुपर्छ, पढ्नु।
So I went up to London. I hitchhiked up to London. I went to the Hare Krishna temple.
र लन्डनमा म हरे कृष्ण मन्दिरसम्म गएँ।
I said, I've come to buy Bhagavad Gita.
र मैले भने म भगवत गीता किन्नको लागि आएँ।
I had 10 bob, about half a pound. 10 bob means half a pound.
र मसँग हाफ पाउन्ड त्यहाँको थोरै
That
पैसा
means
छ
like
भने
less than $1 now.
र म हिजो
Less than $1 at that time. No, maybe the same. I don't know, half a pound.
इक्वल टु डलर
Anyway. They said, we don't have Bhagavad Gita. All run out, finished.
र मसँग थोरै पैसा थियो तर उहाँहरूले भन्नुभयो हामीसँग सबै भगवत गीता सिद्धियो
And but they said, maybe Rancho has his copy. You go and find Rancho, maybe he'll sell you his personal copy.
र सायद रन्चोर एकजना भक्तसँग चाहिँ उहाँको आफ्नो निजी पुस्तक होला उहाँलाई गएर भेट्नुहोस् भनेर भन्नुभयो
So I went upstairs, I spoke to Rancho, can I have your copy?
र
Bhagavad Gita, I need Bhagavad Gita.
म गएँ र रणछोर प्रभुलाई तपाईँको भगवत गीता छ होला म पाउन सक्छु मलाई दिनुहोस् भनेर भने
So he sold me for 10 bob, which is like, maybe $2, $3, $4, maybe 200 rupees.
र सायद त्यो पैसा कमै थियो $1-2 थियो अथवा 100-200 पैसा
So I went down to where I was living in Canterbury.
र म तल क्यान्टरबरीमा गएँ
Then I read Bhagavad Gita.
र मैले भगवत गीता पढेँ
And there I met Srila Prabhupada.
र त्यसपछि मैले श्रील प्रभुपादलाई
After 26 years of searching, then I found what I was looking for.
र जीवनमा मैले आफ्नो 26 वर्ष पार गरिसकेपछि मैले खोजेको कुरा के थियो भन्ने कुरा
I
पाएँ
found a voice of authority in my life, somebody I could respect, some knowledge I could see was substantial.
र मैले आफ्नो जीवनमा कुनै व्यक्ति कुनै आधिकारिक व्यक्तित्वलाई सम्मान गर्नुपर्दछ भन्ने कुरा र मैले आधिकारिक व्यक्तित्वसँग मेरो पहिलो भेट
And then I realized the main thing,
र त्यस पछाडि मैले मुख्य कुरा अनुभव गरेँ कि
that this, because I was brought up as a Christian,
र म एउटा क्रिस्चियनको रूपमा हुर्किएको बढेको थिएँ
and I used to go to Sunday school.
र म आइतबारको स्कुलमा जान्थेँ
We used to sing hymns to God.
र हामीहरू भगवानलाई प्रार्थना गर्दथ्यौँ
Jesus was Son of God.
र जिसस भगवानको छोरा हुनुहुन्छ भन्थ्यौँ
And we used to sing these nice hymns, nursery hymns for children.
र हामीहरू सानो सानो
You can
बच्चाहरूले
join us.
गाउने प्रार्थना पढ्दथ्यौँ तपाईँहरूले नि भन्न
It's
सक्नुहुन्छ
in English, but you can learn. It's very
इङ्ग्लिसमा
simple.
सिक्दा हुन्छ
All things bright and beautiful,
All things bright and beautiful,
all creatures great and small,
all creatures great and small,
all things wise and wonderful,
all things wise and wonderful.
the good Lord made them all. So this is what we understood in Christianity.
र हामीले यो क्रिस्चियनिटीमा यसरी बुझ्ने गर्दथ्यौँ
God is Father, is Father of Jesus.
र भगवान पिता हुनुहुन्छ उहाँ जिससको पनि पिता
And I kind of
हुनुहुन्छ
understood, naturally I understood, Jesus is like Guru. He's like teaching us about the Father.
र मैले के बुझ्न सक्थेँ भने जिसस गुरु जस्तो हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँले आफ्नो पिताको बारेमा कुरा गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ
But nobody knew who the Father was.
र कसैले पिता को हो भनेर थाहा थिएनन्
I think that was my main problem.
र यो चाहिँ मेरो प्रमुख समस्या थियो
I was always looking for the Father. I didn't know who my God the Father was.
र मैले कहिले पनि पिता को हुनुहुन्छ भनेर थाहा भएन
But when I read Prabhupada's Gita,
र जब मैले प्रभुपादको गीता पढेँ
I understood.
र मैले बुझेँ
Aham savasya prabhavo mataksavam pravatate iti mat bhava jantimam buddha bhava samanvita. You don't know this? Aham savasya prabhavo mataksavam pravatate iti mat bhava jantimam. Krishna says, I am the source of the material and spiritual world. Everything comes from me. The wise who know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
र कृष्णले भन्नुहुन्छ म चाहिँ सम्पूर्ण भौतिक र आध्यात्मिक सारा सबैको चाहिँ स्रोत हुँ र जो बुद्धिमान व्यक्तिले आफ्नो हृदयपूर्वक यी सबै कुरा बुझ्दछ उसले मलाई मेरो शरण पर्छ भक्ति गर्दछ भनिएको छ
So that was my amazing realization that Krishna is God.
र यो मेरो एकदम अनौठो अनुभव थियो कि कृष्ण भगवान हुनुहुन्छ
And
भन्ने
he's a
मैले थाहा पाएँ।
person.
र भगवान एउटा व्यक्तित्व हुनुहुन्छ
And he was talking with Arjuna 5,000 years ago.
र उहाँले अर्जुनसँग आजभन्दा 5000 वर्ष अगाडि बोलिरहनु भएको
And he's
थियो
answering the questions of Arjuna.
र मेरा प्रश्नहरूको उत्तर पाइरहेको
And
थिएँ
he's giving this knowledge about myself and this material world, everything.
र यो भौतिक संसार म आफै आदिको बारेमा मैले ज्ञान पाइरहेको थिएँ।
So this is a country where I've heard that Christianity is trying to spread.
र मैले सुनेको छु यो देश यो यस्तो देश हो यहाँ चाहिँ क्रिस्चियनिटी प्रचार प्रसार गर्न एकदम बढिरहेका छन्।
So this experience is interesting, actually.
र यो अनुभव इन्ट्रेस्टिङ लाग्छ।
So then, now listen to this. This is quite far out.
र यो अति राम्रो छ।
And if there's Christians out there, please listen to this.
र क्रिस्चियनहरू हुनुहुन्छ भने कृपया यसलाई सुन्नुहोस्।
You should have deep faith in Lord Jesus. And I
तपाईँहरूले
still do.
र तपाईँहरूले जिससमा आफ्नो श्रद्धा राख्नुहोस्। म पनि अहिले पनि राखि नै राख्छु।
So after reading Bhagavad Gita, I immediately came to the conclusion, I must join the temple in London.
र भगवद् गीता पढिसकेपछि मैले तुरुन्त नै अनुभव गरेँ कि म लन्डनमा मन्दिरमा समावेश भइहाल्नुपर्छ भर्ना हुनुपर्छ भन्ने।
I must become a servant, a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, because he's given me, he's told me who is God the Father.
र म श्रील प्रभुपादको शिष्य बन्नुपर्दछ उहाँमा शरणागत हुनुपर्छ किनभने श्रील प्रभुपादले पिताजी को हुनुहुन्छ भनेर बताउनु भयो।
But then, guess what? Guess what I felt?
त्यसपछि मैले के अनुभव गरेँ होला तपाईँले अनुभव गेस गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ?
I felt guilt.
र मलाई एउटा दुःखको महसुस भयो।
Oh, I'm leaving Christianity.
ओहो मैले क्रिस्चियनिटी छोड्दैछु भने जस्तो लाग्यो।
What's going to happen?
र मैले क्रिस्चियनिटी छोडेँ भने के
There's
होला?
this tug of war. Krishna, Hare Krishna temple, and Canterbury Cathedral is the head of the Anglican Church. Canterbury is the seat of the Anglican Church.
र त्यो मेरो चाहिँ मनमा यो के भन्छ हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण र यो उसको बिचमा एक किसिमको द्वन्द्व भयो जस्तो कि क्यान्टरबरी जुन चर्चको चाहिँ मुख्य प्रमुख स्थान थियो।
But I remember, when I was at school,
र मलाई याद छ जब म स्कुलमा थिएँ
we had a chapel, a school chapel.
र हाम्रो त्यहाँ एउटा उ थियो च्यापल
And we used to sing songs to God and Jesus.
र त्यहाँ हामी
Hymns.
त्यहाँ प्रार्थनाहरू गर्दथ्यौँ
Used to
गीत
bow down.
गाउँथ्यौँ जिससको
Many
बारेमा
times there
गाउँथ्यौँ।
were tears in my eyes.
र धेरै पटक मेरा आँखामा आँसु आउने गर्दथे।
But I saw that the chaplain, the priest he was smoking cigarettes.
र मैले देखेँ त्यहाँको जुन पादरी छन् उनले चाहिँ चुरोट बिडी पिउने गर्थे।
He wore short pants. He wore short pants and he had a car, he had a salary, he had a house. I thought, this guy is not like Lord Jesus.
र म देख्थेँ ती मानिसले के सर्ट प्यान्ट लगाउँथे कारमा चढ्थे आफ्नो तलब गनेर लिन्थे र उनको घर परिवार थिए। यी व्यक्ति जिसस जस्ता होइन
He's a salary man.
र उता एउटा पैसामा बिकेका मान्छे हुन्।
Jesus walked barefoot. He didn't know where he was going to stay, what he was going to eat. He was depending on God at every moment.
र जिसस खाली खुट्टा हिँड्नुहुन्थ्यो र उहाँ चाहिँ भगवानमा हरेक क्षण पूर्ण रूपले समर्पित शरणागत व्यक्ति हुनुहुन्थ्यो।
So I rejected the church. When I got older at school, this is a waste of time.
र जब मैले यी कुरा बुझेँ र मैले चर्चलाई परित्याग गरेँ किनभने यो मेरो समयको नाश मात्र
But
थियो।
when I read Bhagavad Gita then and Prabhupada's words, I thought, this is the same teachings as Lord Jesus is giving in the Bible, New Testament.
र मैले जब भगवत गीता पढेँ र त्यहाँ न्यू टेस्टामेन्टमा जिससले दिनुभएको ज्ञान जस्तै नै थियो त्यहाँ।
Anyway, I thought, well, I'm feeling guilty to leave Christianity.
र तर जे भए पनि मलाई यस्तो महसुस लाग्थ्यो, यस्तो एक किसिमको खेद प्रकट हुन्थ्यो कि मैले क्रिस्चियनिटी चाहिँ छोड्दैछु भने जस्तो महसुस हुन्थ्यो।
But what I'll do tomorrow morning is I'll go to the cathedral very early for Mass, for this ceremony. What do they call it? Mass. They give the wafer and the wine.
र म अब के गर्छु भने भोलि बिहान सबेरै म त्यहाँ कथेड्रल चर्चमा बिहान चाँडै त्यो के गर्नको लागि जान्छु।
Because I decided before I go to join the Hare Krishna temple, I'll first go to the cathedral and I'll try and apologize to Lord Jesus that I'm going to join the Hare Krishnas.
र भोलि बिहान चाँडै उठ्ने बित्तिकै पहिला म के गर्छु भने कथेड्रल चर्चमा गएर जिसससँग म हरे कृष्णमा भर्ना हुँदैछु भनेर माफ माग्छु।
So you know these Christian cathedrals, you won't believe how they're huge stone places and beautiful carving, and we went down underground in a crypt underground.
र त्यो क्रिस्चियनहरूको त्यो जुन कथेड्रल चर्च हुन्छ त्यो एकदम ठुलो भव्य हुन्छ, त्यसमा चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो आदि इत्यादि छ। हामी अन्डरग्राउन्डमा तल गयौँ।
So this is the amazing thing. That night I had a fantastic, amazing dream or vision.
र अचम्मको कुरा त्यस रातमा मैले धेरै धेरै आश्चर्य लाग्दो सपना देखेँ।
So in my dream,
मेरो सपनामा के भयो भने
I was in the forest.
म एउटा जङ्गलमा थिएँ
And there was a huge, dark, stone cathedral, church, empty, dark,
र त्यहाँ एउटा
frightening.
ठुलो कालो कथेड्रल चर्चको एउटा के भयो, एउटा ठुलो ढुङ्गो पत्थर थियो।
And so I was scared of that.
र म त्यसबाट डराएको थिएँ।
And then I saw floating in the sky. I saw something floating in the sky.
र मैले त्यस पछाडि केही कुरा आकाशमा उडिरहेको तैरिरहेको देखेँ।
Huge, covering up the whole sky.
र त्यसले चाहिँ ठुलो आकाशलाई ढाकिरहेको थियो।
A beautiful pink, translucent cow.
र धेरै सुन्दर पिङ्क कलरको एउटा गाई देखेँ।
I looked at this cow.
र मैले त्यो गाईलाई हेरेँ।
I thought, yes, it means I must go to join Hare Krishna. Jesus has forgiven me. Now I must go to join Krishna, Hare Krishna. This cow is a sign. I must go up to London and join the Hare Krishna temple.
हरे कृष्ण। र मैले जुन गाईलाई देखेँ त्यो गाई चाहिँ एउटा सङ्केत हो, इसारा हो कि म गएर हरे कृष्णमा अब लन्डनमा गएर जोइन गर्नु पर्दछ।
Also then there's another story.
र त्यसपछि अर्को कथा पनि छ।
So when I got up to London, in the central London,
र जब केन्द्रीय लन्डनमा म पुगेँ,
I got butterflies in the stomach. You ever get butterflies? You're not
मेरो
sure
पेटमा पुतली
what to
उडिरहेका
do.
थिए।
Nervous.
म एक किसिमको नर्भस निराश जस्तो भइरहेको थिएँ।
Am I really going to become a Hare Krishna dancing in the street with a shaved head? Am I really going to do that?
म के अवश्य नै त्यो हरे कृष्ण म त्यस्तो बन्छु, कपाल सपाल सबै मुन्डो पारेर बाटोमा गएर नाच्ने उफ्रिने गर्ने त्यस्तो बन्ने हो त म।
So I thought, well, okay, let me just think about it.
र ल अब यसको बारेमा म सोच्छु, एकछिन सोच्नु पर्यो भन्न थालेँ।
So I knew there was one shop in London.
र लन्डनमा एउटा पसल थियो, मैले
It was called Occult Bookshop. Watkins Occult Bookshop.
र त्यो वाटकिन्सको एउटा सांस्कृतिक पुस्तक पसल थियो।
In that bookshop, they have everything, books about reincarnation, water divining, UFOs, flying saucers, anything mystical, yoga, everything mystical, all books.
र त्यो पुस्तक पसलमा युएफओ भयो, पुनर्जन्मको बारेमा र आदि धेरै रहस्यमय पुस्तकहरू मिल्दथे, पाइन्थे।
So it was a walking street, there's no traffic.
र यो मान्छे हिँड्ने बाटो थियो, त्यहाँ गाडी
And the
चल्दैन।
shop had a book table outside the shop.
र त्यो पसलको बाहिर एउटा टेबल थियो।
And there were like 50 books on the book table.
र त्यो पुस्तकको टेबलमा त्यहाँ 50वटा जति पुस्तक थिए।
But I wasn't interested in books.
र म पुस्तकमा इन्ट्रेस्टेड थिएन।
I was interested to decide whether I will really go and try and join the Hare Krishnas.
र म त्यो बेलामा म हरे कृष्णमा गएर अब जोइन हुन्छु कि अथवा के गर्छु भनेर म चाहिँ तडपिरहेको जस्तै थिएँ।
This is a true story.
र यो मेरो एउटा सत्य घटना हो।
So I was like just thinking, in my mind, meditating, what am I going to do?
र मेरो मनमा म एकदम चिन्तन गरिरहेको थिएँ, ओहो अब म के गर्छु होला भनेर
I knew the
सोचिरहेको थिएँ।
temple was just like a quarter of a mile away. It would only take 5 minutes to walk to the temple.
र मन्दिर धेरै नजिकै थियो, झन्डै 5 मिनटको बाटोमा थियो।
But I was undecided.
र मैले कुनै निर्णय लिन सकेको थिएन।
My eyes were half closed. My eyes weren't open.
मेरो आँखा आधी बन्द जस्ता थिए।
So I thought, okay, I just instinctively thought, maybe find a clue. What should I do? Should I go or not go?
र मैले भित्रबाट नै सोचिरहेको थिएँ मैले के गर्ने म जाने कि नजाने सोचिरहेको थिएँ.
So I just put up my hand on the book table.
र मैले मेरो हात पुस्तकको टेबलमा राखेँ.
I promise you, I took a book at random.
र मैले नसोचिकन नै पुस्तक लिएँ.
I picked up the book.
र मैले पुस्तक उठाएँ.
Actually, it was the Nectar of Devotion, published by ISKCON.
र वास्तवमा त्यो पुस्तक इस्कॉनबाट प्रकाशित भक्ति रसामृत
ISKCON Press.
र इस्कॉन प्रेस.
I didn't know it had a picture of Radha and Krishna, but I didn't know who was Radha and Krishna.
र मलाई थाहा थिएन यो राधा र कृष्णको फोटो थियो भन्ने थाहा थिएन र राधा कृष्ण को हो भन्ने पनि मलाई थाहा थिएन.
So I just thought, okay, open it at random and I'll read something.
र म अब ठिकै छ यसलाई म त्यसै नसोचिकन खोल्छु र अब म जे पाउँछु त्यही पढ्छु भनिरहेको.
And it was some sentences about Krishna and Mother Yashoda, maybe tying Krishna up, something, very esoteric, very, so interesting.
र मैले त्यो पुस्तकमा यशोदा माता अनि कृष्णको बारेमा केही कुराहरू पढेँ र ती कुराहरू यस्तो अत्यन्त
Then I realized,
राम्रो थियो.
this is a Hare Krishna book.
र मैले त्यो बेला महसुस गरेँ यो त हरे कृष्णको
I
पुस्तक
picked up a
रहेछ.
Hare Krishna book by chance.
र मैले संयोगवश हरे कृष्णको पुस्तक पाएँ.
It's another sign I must go.
र म जानै पर्छ भन्ने यो अर्को लक्षण पनि हो, सङ्केत मिल्यो.
So I went around the corner. I came to just by the temple.
र त्यस पछाडि म गएँ र मन्दिरको छेउमा पुगेँ.
And I knew the street where the temple was.
र मन्दिर कहाँ छ भन्ने त्यहाँको मलाई त्यहाँ बाटोको सडकको
And there was a
बारेमा
whole
थाहा
bunch of devotees standing on the pavement.
थियो. र बाटोको छेउमा केही भक्तको ग्रुप समूह थियो, उभिरहेका थिए भक्तहरू.
And there was one devotee, he's standing there separately.
र त्यहाँ एकजना भक्त एक्लै उभिरहनु भएको थियो.
And there was a beaten up old Bedford truck, old truck vehicle.
र त्यहाँ एउटा ठुलो एकदम पुरानो ट्रक थियो, गाडी.
So I went up to this senior devotee. I said, I've come to join the temple.
र म त्यो सिनियर भक्त कहाँ गएर म मन्दिरमा जोइन गर्न आएको भनेर भने.
He said, you want to go on, we're going on Harinam, chanting in the street. You want to come with us?
र उहाँले भन्नुभयो हामी सडकमा हरिनाम कीर्तन गर्न जाँदैछौँ, तपाईँ हामीसँग आउनुहुन्छ भनेर सोध्नुभयो मलाई.
I said, yes.
र मैले भने हुन्छ हुन्छ म
Because
आउँछु.
after I started chanting in Canterbury, I just was going myself with a tambourine round the streets. So I knew all about Harinam.
र तपाईँहरू सबैलाई हरिनामको बारेमा थाहै छ. म हरिनाममा त्यो क्यान्टरबरी रोडमा त्यहाँ अरूसँग नै गएँ.
So then he said, all right, okay. Only trouble is, we have one problem.
र एउटा मात्र समस्या के छ भने हामीसँग एउटा यो समस्या छ कि
We have no money for petrol, no gas, no petrol money.
र हाम्रो जुन गाडीलाई पेट्रोल हाल्नलाई त्यहाँ पैसा अहिले छैन.
So I had my life savings, £5. I said, here, take this.
मैले आफूसँग भएको थोरै 5 पाउन्ड पैसा थियो त्यसलाई मैले दिएँ
Everyone was happy. We went on Harinam.
र सबैजना खुसी भए हामी हरिनाममा गयौँ
So this was my beginning in the temple.
र मन्दिरमा मेरो यो सुरुको समय थियो
Because I had accepted Prabhupada from his books.
र मैले प्रभुपादलाई उहाँको पुस्तकबाट स्वीकार गरेँ
Then came the day when Prabhupada was physically in his Vapu form arriving in London temple.
र त्यस पछाडि एउटा यस्तो दिन
This is
आयो
what you've all been
त्यो
waiting.
दिन, अरे वाह, प्रभुपाद
This is
आफ्नो
Maya.
सशरीर उपस्थित
This is
हुनुभयो
Maya. Why are you so interested in Vapu?
र यो माया हो तपाईँ शरीरमा किन यति साह्रो इच्छुक हुनुहुन्छ
I'm joking, of course.
म तपाईँहरूलाई जोक ठट्टा गर्दैछु खासमा
Anyhow, the new devotees like me were told to stay inside, sitting on the stairs.
र उनीहरूले भने मलाई म जस्तो नयाँ भक्तलाई भित्र त्यो भर्याङको छेउमा बस्न भने
And Prabhupada was arriving from Heathrow Airport.
र प्रभुपाद हिथ्रो एयरपोर्टबाट आउँदै हुनुहुन्थ्यो
And all the senior devotees were outside on the pavement.
र सबै सिनियर भक्तहरू बाहिर बाटाको छेउमा स्वागत गर्न
And
बसिरहेका थिए
Patri has been talking about Mandakini Devi Dasi.
र पत्री प्रभुले मन्दाकिनी माताजीको बारेमा भन्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो
And for weeks before Prabhupada's coming, she's only got one mantra.
र प्रभुपाद आउने एक हप्ता अगाडि मात्र उहाँले एउटा मन्त्र भन्नुहुन्थ्यो
Prabhupada is coming! Prabhupada is coming! Prabhupada is coming!
उहाँको त्यो मन्त्र नै थियो प्रभुपाद आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ प्रभुपाद आउने
24 hours a day. She
24
said,
घण्टा
Prabhupada
दिनभरि
is coming!
दिनभरि 24 घण्टा प्रभुपाद आउनुभयो प्रभुपाद आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ
Such
प्रभुपाद
a
आउँदै
nice
हुनुहुन्छ।
devotee, wonderful Mataji.
र उहाँ एकदम राम्रो भक्त हुनुहुन्थ्यो धेरै राम्रो माताजी
So
हुनुहुन्थ्यो।
everyone was fired up, so excited.
र
Prabhupada is
सबैजना
coming.
अत्यन्त उत्सुक हुनुहुन्थ्यो प्रभुपाद आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ भनेर भन्दा
And of course, I never seen Prabhupada in the flesh. I never seen Prabhupada in the flesh.
र कहिले पनि मैले प्रभुपादलाई शारीरिक रूपमा देखेको थिएन
I'd heard about him, I read his books, and I heard his voice, everything about him.
र मैले उहाँको बारेमा सुने उहाँको पुस्तक पढेँ उहाँको बारेमा धेरै सबै कुरा थाहा भएर पनि मैले उहाँलाई भेटेको थिएन
So because I'm inherently a demon, asura,
र म वास्तवमा असुर ब्याकग्राउन्डबाट भए पनि
a very doubtful person,
र म धेरै शङ्कालु व्यक्ति थिएँ
I thought, what's this person going to be like? What is this Prabhupada going to be like?
र मैले सोचेँ प्रभुपाद कस्तो कस्तो हुनुहुन्छ होला कस्तो देखिनुहुन्छ होला
What's he
भन्ने
going to
सोचिरहेको
be? Well, how is he going to be? Is he going to be like some film star coming in the door?
र मैले सोचेको थिएँ उहाँ एउटा फिल्मको हिरो जस्तो फिल्म स्टार जस्तो चट्ट ढल्केर आउने हो कि कसरी आउने हो यस्तै सोचिरहेको थिएँ
So, I thought, he'll have to pass my tests.
र मैले सोचेँ
Because I got him in the books. I fully trusted him in his books. I believed in him. But is his form, is his behavior, his qualities, is it going to be compatible with what I read in the books?
र मैले उहाँको पुस्तक मार्फत उहाँलाई स्वीकार त गरेँ तर वास्तवमै मैले बुकमा पढेको जस्तै उहाँको व्यवहारमा उहाँको स्वभावमा आदि इत्यादिमा उहाँ मिल्नुहुन्छ कि त्यहाँ तालमेल मिल्छ कि मिल्दैन म त्यही परीक्षा गर्छु भनेर सोचिरहेको
So
थिएँ
I heard that we were inside, but we could hear everyone say, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. And there was a big commotion outside on the pavement. The car had come.
र बाटोमा बाहिर एकदम ठुलो उत्साह भइरहेको थियो र कार आइपुग्यो
So I was inside watching for the door to open.
र भित्रबाट म हेरिरहेको थिएँ ढोका खुल्छ कि खुल्दैन भनेर हेरिरहेको
What's
थिएँ
he going to be like?
र ढोकाबाट हेर्दा उहाँ कस्तो देखिनुहुन्छ कस्तो हुनुहुन्छ भनेर हेरिरहेको थिएँ
The first thing I saw him coming in, he was very small.
मैले पहिलोपटक उहाँभित्र आउनु हुँदाखेरि
His
पहिलो कुरा के देखेँ भने उहाँ
his
त कस्तो
body was
सानो
very
हुनुहुँदो
small.
रहेछ
His body was smaller than mine. I mean, I'm 5'6" or 7". He must have been 5'3".
र उहाँको शरीर सायद म 5 इन्च होइन 7 जतिको छु होला, 5 फुट 7 इन्च जस्तै। प्रभुपाद त्योभन्दा नि होचो हुनुहुँदो रहेछ।
So I was thinking, and then when he came in, I was reminded of when I was a child, and my father used to come in the front door, home from work. My father used to come up the front drive, put his key in the door, open the door, pick up the milk bottles, and come in every day, every day, every day.
र म जब सानो बालक थिएँ र त्यो बेलामा म हेर्थेँ मेरो पिताजी के गर्नुहुन्थ्यो भने कामबाट आउनुहुन्थ्यो र अगाडिको ढोकाबाट गाडी पार्क गरेपछि आउनुहुन्थ्यो अनि ढोका खोल्नुहुन्थ्यो, भित्र आउनुहुन्थ्यो आदि इत्यादि देखिराख्थेँ।
So it was just like Prabhupada was like that.
र मैले देखेँ प्रभुपाद पनि त्यस्तै
It was
त्यस्तै नै
like,
देखेँ।
he was just, composed. It was like coming in his own front door of his own house. He wasn't like freaking out or, sensational. It was just coming in like it was his own home.
र उहाँ त्यस्तो कुनै छुट्टै नभएर उहाँ चाहिँ आफ्नै घरमा आउनुभएको जस्तो, सामान्य तरिकाले आउनुभएको जस्तो त्यस्तो मैले देखेँ।
So he passed my test. I was testing him.
र मैले उहाँलाई आफैले परीक्षा गरिरहेको थिएँ। वास्तवमा उहाँले मेरो परीक्षा पास
Is this
गर्नुभयो।
man real? Is he sincere? Is he true? Is he how do you say it? Genuine.
र वास्तवमै उहाँ एकजना इमानदार भद्र राम्रो व्यक्ति हुनुहुन्छ भन्ने मलाई लाग्यो।
Is he putting on some kind of act? That's what I was thinking. Will he be putting on some kind of act?
र मैले सोचिरहेको थिएँ उहाँले आएर कुनै हावभाव देखाउनुहुन्छ कि भने जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो, तर उहाँले त्यस्तो
But he just seemed to be himself. And like my father used to enter the house.
र उहाँ आफू जस्तो हुनुहुन्छ त्यस्तै नै हुनुहुन्थ्यो। जसरी मेरो बुवा आउँदाखेरि आफ्नै सुरले आउनुहुन्थ्यो, प्रभुपाद त्यसरी नै आउनुभयो।
Then he went into the temple room.
र त्यसपछि उहाँ मन्दिर हलमा
For
जानुभयो
darshan of Radha Landaneshwara.
र राधा लण्डनेश्वरको दर्शन गर्न जानुभयो।
Jaya Radha Landaneshwara, Radha Landaneshwara, Radhe.
जय राधा
Jaya Radha Landaneshwara, Radha Landaneshwara, Radhe.
जय राधा लण्डनेश्वर राधा।
So you can imagine that temple room was fully packed with devotees from all over Europe. It wasn't just us. It was like everyone from all over the world was packing in the temple.
र तपाईहरुले कल्पना गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ मन्दिरको हल सबै हामी मात्र नभएर युरोपबाट आउने अरु धेरै भक्तहरुले खचाखच थियो।
So then Prabhupada came and after darshan he came and sat on the Vyasasana.
र दर्शन गरिसक्नु भएपछि प्रभुपाद आएर व्यासासनमा बस्नुभयो।
So then I thought, now I'm going to test him again.
र त्यसपछि मैले सोचे अब म उहाँलाई अर्को पटक पनि फेरि परीक्षा लिन्छु।
I've been hearing classes from Bhagavad Gita. I've been reading Krishna book, reading Ishopanishad. Because as new bhaktas we were reading from all these books.
र नयाँ भक्त भएको कारणले उहाँको धेरै ईशोपनिषद आदि इत्यादि पुस्तकहरूबाट मैले पढिरहेको थिएँ।
We used to have 3 classes a day.
र दिनमा हाम्रो 3 वटा क्लास हुन्थ्यो।
We used to have class in the morning, Bhagavatam class.
र बिहान हाम्रो भागवतम क्लास हुन्थ्यो।
We used to go on Harinam, come back.
हामी हरिनाम जान्थ्यौँ अनि
We used
आउँथ्यौँ।
to have another Ishopanishad class.
र अर्को ईशोपनिषदबाट क्लास
We
हुन्थ्यो
take prasadam,
अनि हामी प्रसादम लिन्थ्यौँ
go on Harinam again,
अनि फेरि हरिनाम जान्थ्यौँ,
come back,
फेरि आउँथ्यौँ,
take bath,
स्नान
go
गर्थ्यौँ,
for Gora Arti,
गौर आरती गर्थ्यौँ
and Bhagavad Gita class.
र त्यसपछि भागवत गीता क्लास।
So I was familiar with the teachings.
र उहाँको शिक्षामा म अलि नजिकिएको थिएँ।
This was I joined in January, this was in August. Prabhupada was coming in August. So after 8 months since I joined.
र म जनवरीबाट अगस्तसम्म 8 महिना भएको थियो म भर्ना भएको प्रभुपाद आउनुसम्ममा।
So then I thought, now let's hear what he's going to say.
र अब उहाँले के भन्नुहुन्छ ल म सुन्छु।
He's going to say, I've made some new discovery.
र मैले सोचिरहेको थिएँ उहाँले मैले एउटा नयाँ कुरा पत्ता लगाएँ भन्नुहुन्छ कि जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो।
I've got a new realization.
र मैले नयाँ अनुभव पाएँ।
No, I've just, I thought, well, it's going to make, maybe he'll say something far out.
र मैले सोचेँ उहाँले केही न केही चाहिँ एकदम मजाकै कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ होला भनि ठानिरहेको थिएँ।
But you know what he said?
र उहाँले के भन्नुभयो तपाईँलाई थाहा छ?
Everything I'd heard before.
र मैले पहिला जे पढेको थिएँ त्यही नै दोहोऱ्याउनु भयो।
In the books, I read it all, and he's saying the same thing.
र उहाँको बुकमा मैले जे पढेको थिएँ उहाँले ठ्याक्क त्यही नै भन्नुभयो।
Maybe putting it in a different way, according to time, but the same message.
र सायद समयअनुसार अलिकति समय मिलाएर परिवेश मिलाएर थोरै भन्नुभयो होला, तर उहाँले जे उहाँको पुस्तकमा थियो त्यही नै भन्नुभयो।
So I was convinced.
र त्यसपछि म पूर्ण
Srila Prabhupada is a representative of Krishna.
र प्रभुपाद कृष्णको प्रतिनिधि हुनुहुन्छ भन्नेमा म ढुक्क भएँ।
And I used to look at the Bhagavad Gita, end of the introduction. And Prabhupada was number 32. And then behind him, Bhakti Siddhanta, and then Gokishore, then Bhakti Vinod, then Jagannath Das Babaji, and then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So going back to Krishna.
र त्यसपछि त्यहाँ पुस्तकमा जुन गुरु परम्परा छ त्यहाँ प्रभुपादपछि उहाँको गुरु भक्ति सिद्धान्त सरस्वती ठाकुर गर्दै 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 माथि भगवान कृष्णसँग जोडिएको फोटो थियो।
So I was very happy
र म धेरै
to
खुसी
see
थिएँ
Srila Prabhupada.
र विशेष गरेर प्रभुपादलाई भेट्दा म खुसी।
I didn't dare go in his room. I just thought, if I go in his room when he's there, he'll see what a fool I am.
र मैले उहाँको निजी कोठामा जाने आँट गरिनँ।
But Prabhupada, I'll tell you a morning walk story.
र प्रभुपादको एउटा बिहानको प्रातःकालीन यात्राको म एउटा कथा।
Those days Prabhupada used to go on morning walk.
हरेक दिन प्रभुपाद बिहान यात्रामा निस्किने हुन्थ्यो।
Before darshan, 7 o'clock, he used to walk around the local park called Russell Square.
र बिहान दर्शनार्थी अगाडि उहाँ नजिकै रसल पार्कमा हिँड्नुहुन्थ्यो।
So usually the senior devotees, they went with Prabhupada.
र प्राय जसो त्यहाँ प्रभुपादसँग अलि ठुला बडा सिनियर भक्तहरू हिँड्नुहुन्थ्यो।
But this time no senior devotees went with Prabhupada.
र त्यो बेलामा कोही पनि सिनियर भक्तहरू प्रभुपादसँग जानु
Prabhupada was
भएन।
just walking, chanting.
प्रभुपाद हिँडिरहनु भएको थियो र जप गरिरहनु भएको थियो।
He went around the park 2 times, 3 times. Nobody asked him any question.
र उहाँ पार्कमा वरिपरि 2-3 पटक जानुभयो र त्यहाँ कसैले पनि प्रभुपादलाई केही प्रश्न सोधेका थिएनन्।
When we get back to the temple, all the devotees will ask, what did Prabhupada say? What did Prabhupada say? And if I say, well, he didn't say anything, it will be disgrace.
र सबै भक्तहरूले सधैँ जसो प्रभुपाद मन्दिर फर्केर आउनु भएपछि प्रभुपादले के भन्नुभयो भनेर सोध्थे। र मलाई के भयो भने प्रभुपादले के भन्नुभयो भन्दा केही पनि भन्नु भएन भने मलाई कस्तो होला भने जस्तो लाग्यो।
So I was just a new devotee after all.
म एउटा नयाँ भक्त मात्र थिएँ त्यो बेलामा।
So I could see Prabhupada was leaving the park.
र मैले देखेँ प्रभुपाद पार्क छोडेर हिँड्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो।
So I grabbed one rose from a rose bush in the park.
र मैले पार्कमा एउटा झाडीबाट गुलाबको फुल टिपेँ।
I had one question from like my scientific education.
र मैले एउटा शिक्षक जस्तो वैज्ञानिक खालको प्रश्न सोधेँ।
I ran up to Prabhupada, and he stopped. He looked at me.
र मैले भने प्रभुपाद भनेर भन्दा प्रभुपाद अडिएर हेर्नुभयो मपट्टि र फुल लिनुभयो।
Yes.
प्रभुपादले भन्नुभयो।
What happens when a worm gets cut in half? Both halves are growing. They're alive.
र मैले भने र के हुन्छ यदि हामीले यस्तो यो एउटालाई आधी काट्यौँ र आधी काटेपछि दुईटै आधीबाट उम्रेर गयो भने त्यस्तो बिरुवाहरू
I was thinking,
आधी यस्तो मैले प्रश्न सोधेँ।
Nanam Chintanchi Shastrani, the soul cannot be cut into pieces. I was thinking of that verse in Bhagavad Gita.
र मैले के सोचेको थिएँ भने भगवत गीताको नैनम छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि आत्मालाई शस्त्रले काट्न
So
सकिँदैन
how could both parts of the worm go on living?
र यदि हामीले दुईटै भाग काट्यो भने के हुन्छ बाँच्दैन।
Does the soul get cut in two? I was asking, indirectly I was asking can you cut the soul in two?
र मैले अप्रत्यक्ष रूपले के सोधेको थिएँ भने आत्मालाई के दुई भागमा काटेर टुक्र्याउन सकिन्छ भन्ने मेरो आशय थियो।
No, Prabhupada said, no. Another soul takes the opportunity to enter the other body, other heart.
र मैले प्रभुपादले भन्नुभयो होइन त्यो शरीरमा अर्को आत्माले प्रवेश गर्ने अवसर
So then he walked on.
र त्यसपछि उहाँ हिँड्नु भयो।
That was my first question to Srila Prabhupada.
र यो मेरो प्रभुपादलाई सोधिएको पहिलो प्रश्न थियो।
How are we are for time? Do you want to hear a funny story?
तपाईहरु एउटा रमाइलो कथा सुन्नुस्। हरि
So this was when I first arrived in Juhu.
र यो जब म पहिलो पटक जुहुमा आइपुगेको थिएँ त्यो बेलाको कुरा हो।
Somehow or other, they invited me to help with the management in Juhu.
र जसो
Bombay.
बम्बई जुहुमा मलाई त्यहाँको म्यानेजमेन्टमा बोलाइएको थियो।
So anyway, I went up on the roof, and everyone said, Prabhupada's on the roof. He's sitting there, go and see Prabhupada.
र त्यहाँ प्रभुपाद छतमा हुनुहुन्थ्यो र सबैजनाले प्रभुपाद माथि छतमा हुनुहुन्छ, जानुहोस् प्रभुपादलाई भेट्नुहोस् भन्नुहुन्थ्यो।
So there was Prabhupada, he was sitting on the roof in the evening.
र साँझको बेला थियो, प्रभुपाद छतमा बसिरहनु भएको थियो।
Small Vyasasan.
र उहाँको त्यहाँ सानो व्यासासनमा
And there
बसिरहनु
were palm
भएको थियो।
trees.
र त्यहाँ चाहिँ पामका रुखहरू
And
थिए।
there were well-to-do Indian businessmen and ladies, high-class people, listening to Prabhupada.
र त्यहाँ प्रभुपादको वरिपरि एउटा उच्च घरानिया व्यापारी समुदायका भारतीय मूलका मानिसहरू थिए।
And so I paid my obeisances and I sat at a distance.
र मैले धन्यवाद प्रणाम गरेँ प्रभुपादलाई र अलिक पर छेउमा बसेँ।
And then this lady came in with a big basket of mangoes.
र त्यस पछाडि एउटी महिला ठुलो टोकरीमा आँप लिएर आइन्।
So and on top of the basket there was a knife.
र मैले सोचेँ त्यहाँ टोकरीमा नाइफ पनि।
It was one of these kitchen knives. It's really blunt. You can't, it's not a good knife.
र एउटा हाम्रो भान्साको किचनको एउटा चक्कु थियो, त्यो चाहिँ भुत्ते थियो, काट्दै थियो।
So then Prabhupada looked at me, and they sent the basket of mangoes, put it right in front of me.
र त्यस पछाडि प्रभुपादले मलाई हेर्नुभयो र त्यो टोकरीलाई के गरियो भन्दा ठ्याक्क मेरो अगाडि राखियो।
So I was supposed to cut these mangoes and distribute them.
अब यसको मतलब मैले त्यो आँपलाई काटेर सबैलाई बाँड्नु पर्ने थियो।
I had never cut a mango in my life.
मैले मेरो जीवनमा कहिल्यै पनि आँप काटेकै थिएन।
I didn't know which side of the mango. This was the back side. This was the side. I didn't know anything.
यो आँपलाई अगाडिबाट काट्ने कि छेउबाट काट्ने कि भेट्नापट्टिबाट काट्ने कि कताबाट काट्ने थाहा थिएन।
So I picked up the knife, kind of sticking it in.
मैले आँपलाई लिएँ अनि चक्कुले घोच्न थालेँ अब।
Then this gentleman in very smart, in like narrow jacket, like could have been a film star.
र त्यहाँ एकजना सज्जन मानिस त्यो राम्रो कपडा पहिरनमा बसेका मानिस थिए छेउमै।
He pulled from his pocket a beautiful stainless steel penknife, and he opened it up.
र उनको गोजीबाट एउटा सुन्दर सानो चट्ट परा राम्रो एउटा चक्कु झिक्नु भयो।
Very sharp, you can see.
र त्यो चाहिँ
Very
धारिलो
sharp
थियो,
knife.
राम्रो थियो।
He picked up one mango, like you do with mangoes, and he went like this. Shall I show you how to cut mangoes?
र उहाँले भन्नुभयो तपाईलाई के म यो आँप कसरी काट्ने भनेर देखाउन सक्छु भन्नुभयो।
And then Prabhupada, he was watching.
र प्रभुपादले त्यहाँ हेरिरहनु भएको थियो।
Just see, you even need guru to cut mangoes.
र प्रभुपादले भन्नुभयो ल हेर तिमीलाई यो आँप काट्न समेत एउटा गुरुको जरुरी पर्छ।
That was it. And he said, brahmachari means expert, because I was brahmachari then.
र ब्रह्मचारी भनेको सबैमा दक्ष हुनु पर्दछ।
That was a nice lesson from Prabhupada.
र मैले प्रभुपादबाट एउटा राम्रो पाठ सिकेँ।
Anyway, that was a good lesson in
र यो एउटा राम्रो
Prabhupada's
शिक्षा थियो।
association.
र प्रभुपादको सङ्गतमा रहँदा मेरो लागि यो एउटा राम्रो पाठ थियो।
But one thing I do remember in Juhu,
र जुहुमा छँदाको म एउटा अर्को कुरा याद छ मलाई।
Prabhupada was coming back from Bhakti Vedanta Mana. He was very sick
र
in 1977. This was just
1977
before Prabhupada left this world in 1970, maybe June, May, June.
र 1977 सालको कुरा हो। प्रभुपाद त्यो बेलामा धेरै बिरामी हुनुहुन्थ्यो, लन्डनबाट फर्कँदै हुनुहुन्थ्यो र सायद जुन जुलाई असार साउनतिर त्यस्तै बेलाको कुरा हुनसक्छ।
So Prabhupada was coming in from the airport,
र प्रभुपाद एयरपोर्टबाट आउँदै हुनुहुन्थ्यो
and his body was completely deteriorated. He's looking like a skeleton.
र प्रभुपादको शरीर त्यो बेलामा पूर्ण रूपले अशक्त थियो, पूर्ण रूपले हड्डीहरू मात्र शरीरमा भए जस्तो कमजोर देखिनुहुन्थ्यो।
So they were carrying Prabhupada up to his room, in his room in Juhu.
र उहाँहरूले प्रभुपादलाई उहाँको कोठासम्म बोकेर लानुभएको थियो भक्तहरूले।
I was standing by the lift when they put him in the lift.
र प्रभुपादलाई लिफ्टमा लानु अगाडि म त्यो लिफ्टको छेउमा उभिरहेको थिएँ।
So then I felt he looked at me particularly.
र त्यस पछाडि मलाई यस्तो महसुस भयो कि प्रभुपादले मलाई खास गरेर हेरिरहनु भएको छ जस्तो लाग्यो।
And in his eyes and his look, it was as if he was saying something which touched my heart.
र त्यसपछि उहाँको आँखामा हेरेँ र मलाई यस्तो लाग्यो कि उहाँले मलाई केही भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने जस्तो लाग्यो। यसले यो कुराले मेरो हृदय स्पर्श गर्यो।
He's saying, I have done my best. Prabhupada is saying, with his eyes, I have done my best.
र प्रभुपादले के भन्नुभयो भने के भने जस्तो मलाई महसुस भयो भने मैले सके जति राम्रो गरेको
Makes
छु
you sound like a fairy tale, you know. Why don't you get some gravity in your voice?
या केशव गोविन्द इज हियर गुरु महाराज।
Yeah.
I'll give him.
It's like, you know. So this is, you know, a big impact. This what I understood Prabhupada was saying with his eyes.
त प्रभुपादजीको आँखाबाट मैले यस्तो अनुभूति गरिरहेको थिएँ।
Prabhupada was sick. Shortly he was going to leave the body.
प्रभुपाद अत्यन्त बिरामी हुनुहुन्थ्यो, उहाँले निश्चित रूपमा अब शरीर त्याग गर्न लाग्नुभएको थियो।
In fact, we were allowed by Tamal Krishna to go and sit by Prabhupada's bed and sing bhajan whilst he was lying in bed.
र तमाल कृष्ण महाराजले हामीहरूलाई चाहिँ प्रभुपादजीको नजिकै गएर त्यहाँ प्रभुपादजीको लागि कीर्तन गाउने अनुमति दिनुभएको थियो।
So with his eyes and his look,